you know that referee's name? This gentleman. Yeah. Oh, that's Justin.
Maybe ask Vicky.
What's that guy's name? Reffin from PI.
Stephen Fleming.
It's probably PH, right? Who else do you know?
Yes. Let me just check. First class tomorrow.
Stephen Fry.
John Fraser.
That's the jury. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Angelina from
Angelina?
Alberta, right?
Yeah, I know her.
However you pronounce that last name.
And then Brian Roth.
Cox from BC. TC is John Fraser from Nova Scotia. Jury is Ron Delaney, Nova Scotia. Don Clark, Ontario. Mike
Don Clark.
Yep.
Mike Knott.
Test, test. Test, test.
It's weird that they don't have the audio. How do we know when we are going live? Yeah.
Can they hear us already?
No, you're not going to be. Oh, you mean in the
On the live stream, yeah. How many watchers we got grayed out?
I'm not telling you what to do. Yeah, I'm going to turn it back on. If you do need to talk to them for whatever reason,
Okay.
press the top button.
Okay. That's it?
Dude, I don't see any reason that you would need to.
Okay. Can you hear it?
Some room noise.
Oh, you want to hear yourself.
Because there's two now. There's two different.
Testing.
I think that's that the other side. That's platform 2. Platform 1. You'll hear that in a little bit.
Testing, testing, testing.
Somebody just said I'm here.
You should hear it in a little bit. It's not going to be right away. You hear room noise at least?
No.
No? Because I can hear it on my end.
Maybe it's just the laptop. Wait.
Are you on the mic?
Headphone.
I think you're on the mic.
Can you hear now? Thank you. Is that all there is?
Because on my end, I can hear the wind noise. But I'll double check. Okay.
Live stream commentary.
I'm doing live stream Monday, so actually kind of curious what they give you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. So some people give. Everybody's
Guys.
supposed to fill these out.
Guys,
We only have 3 so
turn
far.
it off.
There are these at the volunteer
Ah.
station, and it kind of tells you like what you should be doing and saying. We did a little bit of homework on our session to see like what the competition's like. Tells you to do that.
Do you mind if I just take a quick peek at this?
Yeah.
So they ask you kind of like goals and, oh yeah,
Yeah, you're not really supposed to talk while they're lifting, but like in between to like
kill the.
kill the minute gap. Yeah.
I just like, do you see like a volume? You know, underneath? Like I can't even find it down here.
Brightness, weird. Oh yeah. You might have to hit FN. FN. Right there. Open mind.
All lifters, you have 5 minutes to change your opening attempts for Flight A.
Got it.
Testing.
Testing, testing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never done this. I'm like, hopefully I know enough.
There was like this. Well, it's something like you've listened to live streams before.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't say too much.
Kind of just get a feel for like what you like and what is like.
Yeah.
So.
Like, don't have a casual conversation about your training.
But there's like long conversations like what happened to the lift though. That was the.
Yeah. I know. I was recently trying to watch the hybrid showdown because a couple. of
Let's
my
get
friends
all
were getting
referees
there,
to the front stage, please. We
and,
would like to introduce
you
all the
couldn't
officials
see
for this
the lights
session.
Yeah,
to
it's
see
like a
what the
minute
lift was.
behind.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
Nobody was
you can hear it?
talking.
Yeah.
And then the angle was like, see where that guy's tripod
Okay.
is facing up at the lifters. So you couldn't
That's
see
okay.
depth.
Like everything looks.
Yeah, it was like, it was just, I just shut it off. It's like, I'll catch your highlights on Instagram. Sorry, guys.
All referees,
Totally, we're on now.
thank you. It's our pleasure to introduce our referees today. On platform 1, we have sitting head chair Angelina Van Ryswick, Brian Rock, Stephen Fleming, and our free TC is John Fraser. And on the other one, we have head chair Natasha Ching, Pat Cole, Daniel Royer, and Russell Agnew is the TC. For the jury, we have Ron Delaney, Don Clark, and Michael Knott. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. These are your officials for today.
Nope.
The shirts that are being worn by the platform crew and the announcers today are by Inner Strength. They are our sponsors, and we thank them very much. We could not do this without them. We're just under 5 minutes away.
I guess.
Welcome back to the first day of CPU Nationals 2020 from Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm Aaron Ziffel. I'm here with Danny Clavel, and we're going to be bringing you
Hello, guys.
junior,
We have
sub-junior women
1
up
minute
to
and
63 kilos.
15 seconds to change their
and
first
master
attempts.
3-4 women, some various weight classes. I think of the lighter weight classes, there's probably only 1 or 2 of them per class, so they're sort of sprinkled in with these junior women. We're just a few minutes away from starting here, and if there's a lag on the stream, the audio is about a minute behind the live stream as to what's actually going on in front of us right now. So if it's too bad of a lag between what we're commenting on and the lifting action, then somebody just can type a comment into the YouTube page and let me know. When did you get in, Danny?
25 seconds to change
I got
openers.
to Winnipeg yesterday after driving through some treacherous highways for the last 2 days and competed this morning as an 84 kilo bench only.
How did that go?
Placed fourth with a 5 kilo bench PR. So
Flight A, no more changes to opening
What about you?
attempts.
Yeah, the roads
Openers
were bad
are
when
now
I came in
closed
on
for first
Sunday
attempt.
too. So you drove all the way from Calgary?
I did.
Yeah.
But perks, weather's nice now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be underway in 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
And this session is sponsored by Inner Strength Products. So you're going to see the spotting and loading crew today that's been here working all day, also competing, working hard in the Inner Strength shirts. We also have refs, Stephen Fleming.
Sorry, Danny. I don't. That's not Angelina, but so they must have had a change at the last minute. But
And then
Brian Rock's on the other side chair. But we'll find out who our head referee.
Angelina's over there.
Yeah, Angelina's on the other platform. So we'll find out who the name of our head ref in a second here and let you guys know. So we're going to try to follow along with this score sheet on Liftcast as best we can. The score table
1 minute and
and
20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
the loading crew are just doing some last minute adjustments to details. Vicky Taylor Hood looks like she's a platform manager, so we should have no misloads.
Yeah, it'll be
She was
very efficient.
very in control.
On platform 2, the first 3 lifters will be
Are you
Stephanie
specifically
Needham
excited to see anything in
Deborah
particular
Ellard,
this session?
and Sylvia
Um,
Gosher.
Well, when we did our research before this, Danny and I tried to find some of the numbers on most of these junior girls, and it looks like there should be a few close battles for the podium at 57 and 63.
Yeah, 63 should be interesting now that Nada Hassan isn't competing. That opens up a whole new ball game for these girls that are competing at nationals.
Yeah, so I just had overheard someone saying that she didn't make weight. And yeah, she is scratched off the roster on Liftcast, so that'll open the
5,
door for someone
4,
else to
3,
win their
2,
national
1.
championship.
We're underway, ladies and gentlemen.
Bars loaded, platform 2. Stephanie
There's
Needham, the
two
lifter.
platforms going on right now, so we're platform
She's
one.
opening with 82.5
There's some background
kilos.
noise. We apologize. That'll be what's going on just across from us on platform 2. Mike Knott just giving some last-minute instructions to the referees. We should be getting underway here shortly. First lifter we'll have up is Yvonne Fournier.
And it's a good
women's
lift for
Master
Stephanie.
4, 47 kilos.
Load the bar, please, to 92.5 for Deborah Ellard. On deck, Sylvia Gocher.
Bar is loaded for Yvonne.
Bars loaded for Deborah.
She's got 62.5 kilos in the bar, which is 137.9 pounds.
Okay, here we go. Platform 1,
Let's go, Yvonne.
Master 4 women. Yvonne Fournier, 62.5 kilos.
Stop the clock. We have technical issue.
Very nice, Yvonne.
Just
So
waiting
Yvonne
for the lights from the referees. Brian Rock needs to turn his light. And it is a good lift. Red light for depth from the center judge, but 2 white lights for Yvonne. Up next is Elaine Bannister from Ontario with 72.5 kilos.
Bar is now loaded. Here
She's
we go for
women
Deborah.
Master 3, 52.
Bar is loaded for Elaine. Let's go, Elaine. She's taking 72.5 kilos for a spin.
Elaine unracks the bar, gets set up. Comes up out of the hole and
Very
should
nice
be a good
opener,
lift.
Elaine.
And it is
And
3
left
white
is
lights
good
for Elaine.
Deborah. Load the bar, please, to 97.5
Up next
kilos
is
for
Jamie
Sylvia
Wheeler
Gocher.
with 85
We have
kilos.
Charlene next with 85
Oh,
kilos.
my apologies, Charlene. I'm going to butcher this name. I'm just going to say Branges. I apologize if that is the wrong pronunciation. She is from
Sylvia
BC.
is a Master 3 lifter
Master
in the
3,
84
63
kilo
kilo
class.
lifter.
Bar is loaded for Charlene.
So it
We
says
ha-
here that she's
Bars
a
loaded for
competitive
Sylvia
dragon
Gocher.
boat racing. So I think
Charlene
one
is
of the
taking
cool
85
things about this
kilos,
sport is seeing all the
187.5
other
pounds for a spin. Let's go,
activities that all
Charlene.
the different athletes do.
And Charlene unracks 85. 187 pounds for the 66-year-old Master 3. Comes up out of the hole, solid.
And
3
that is a
white
good
lights,
lift.
good lift for
And
Congratulations,
Charlene.
3 white
Charlene.
lights for Sylvia. Up next, Pamela King.
Up next
100
is Janine
kilos.
Wheeler, same weight on the bar, 85 kilos. She's M3 84 plus.
Bar is loaded for Janine.
Pamela is in the 72 kilo category.
So it looks like we're going to have one full flight of Masters women and then
She's an Ontario lifter.
Bar is loaded for
Bars
Janine.
loaded.
57, 63 juniors will be split somehow. I don't have the flight breakdown in front of me. I'm not as familiar with lifting cast as some of the other scoring programs. So once I get into it a little bit here, I'll be able to report a little bit more to you guys about the scoring. Janine comes up out of the hole with 85. Should be an easy opener
That is a
for
very
her.
deep
3 white
squat, Janine.
lights.
3 white lights. Congrats.
Up next is Karine St. Croix, 97.5, opening with a, looks like would be a sub-junior 47 national record
And
attempt.
Sylvia has a good lift. Pamela has a good lift. Up next is Susan Bonneau
Bar
at the
is
same
loaded
weight.
for Karine.
She's an 84.
So her goal
Karine
today
St.
is to
Croix.
hit
Your
some
bar
national
is
records,
loaded
so
for
that
you.
should make for an interesting
Bars
session
loaded
for us
Susan
here.
Bonneau, Nova
Say how old
Scotia.
she is on
17 years
This is a
old.
Canadian record attempt. Let's get behind her on this, guys.
And a record on her
For
opener.
the opener as well.
imagine she'd still be in high school then. All smiles. should be a national record, sub-junior 47.
Very nice.
Red for depth on the right side
smiling
from
after
Brian
that
Ron.
one.
It's
Two
a
white
good lift
lights.
for Susan.
And
Load the bar,
congratulations
please,
to
to
her.
102.5.
Up
for
next
Joyce
is Madison
Millen.
Collins from Newfoundland. She's coached by Daniel Hussey. Madison has a few national records,
Bars
I believe, already.
loaded
in
for Millen.
sub-junior. Madison's also still in high school. She has a big cheering contingent here right now.
Looks like the crowd's getting behind Maddie on this one.
Madison started
Bars
lifting 2
loaded,
years
Maddie.
ago.
Let's go. She's taking 127.5, 280 for her opener.
She currently holds a sub-junior squat record, so let's see if she can improve on that today. She write down any info on her card there, Danielle?
Yeah, she's also a
And
hockey
seems
goalie
there was
into
a little
skating
problem
and
with depth
softball.
today.
So a jack
She
of all
does not
trades
get
here.
the lift. Moving on to David Harinko.
Oh, it's
Oh,
super
that was
He's a
easy.
Master
beautiful.
2 lifter in the
Beautiful
66
squat,
kilo
Maddie, beautiful.
category.
Good lift for Maddie. And looks like we'll go
117.5
back to the top of the order with Yvonne Fournier.
And the bar is loaded for David.
She's calling for 65 kilos on her second attempt. If I recall correctly, Yvonne was successful with her opener of 62.5.
We got Yvonne up next with 65 kilos. Bar is loaded. Let's go.
So cool thing
And
about
he gets
Yvonne
3
here
white
is she's
lights. Good opener
72
for
years
David.
old.
Load the bar now for Gary Lacourciere, 130 kilo.
Yvonne gets set, gets a start command. Hard to see from where we're
And the
sitting,
bar's
but
loaded
she
for
might
Gary.
get a few reds on that for depth, but we'll see. Yeah. Just depth on the sides and a white from the center, so she'll come back and get that on her third. Up next is Elaine
Up next we have
Bannister,
Eileen
75
with
kilos.
75
She's calling
kilos,
for-
165 pounds.
Elaine's from Ontario.
Bar
This
is loaded.
Again, is a small 2.5 kilo increase from her
And
opener.
it's a good lift for Gary. Moving along, David Gervie's the next lifter at 145 kilos.
Some of the jumps that these
He's
girls
from
are making
Manitoba,
are
and he's a Master
relative
2
to their
lifter.
overall body weight and size. You have to realize that 2.5 kilos for them is an overall percentage jump.
Very nice, Elaine. 3 white lights. Very nice.
3 whites for Elaine. Charlene's up next with
We
90
got Charlene
kilos.
up next with a provincial record attempt. Let's get it behind her on this one, guys. Bars loaded for Charlene. Let's go, Charlene. Provincial record. This is yours.
Provincial record.
Only national records
It's on the sheet.
Yeah.
On the
And a
attempt
nice technical lift for David. Moving on to Roger Hamilton Smith. He's squatting 160
And
kilos.
looks like good
Very
lift
nice,
for
Charlene. Let's see
Charlene.
what the judges have to say.
Charlene's from
Roger,
BC.
three
Good
white
lift
lights.
on her
Congrats
second
on the
attempt at 90
record.
kilos. That's a provincial BC record.
Bars loaded for
We got
Roger
Janine
Hamilton
Wheeler up
Smith.
next.
Wheeler's up next with 95. She is
Bars
a
loaded,
master
Janine, let's go.
384 plus.
95 kilos. You got this.
It's a 10 kilo jump from her opening attempt.
And a great opener for Hamilton Smith. Load the bar now, please, to 160 kilos for Sheikh Ali. Bars loaded for Sheikh Ali.
Let's see what the judges
Oh,
say.
I
3 white lights.
Gapped
Sheikh
out
is
there.
from
I
Nova
didn't see it.
Scotia.
Did she hesitate in the bottom a little bit?
Bit of a sticking point in the
Yeah,
bottom, but
well,
she
it was
really
good
powered
lift.
through.
3 white lights anyway for her. So Janine will come back and look to make 3 for 3 on her third.
We got Kareen up
Kareen
next.
St.
The
Croix.
bar is loaded for Kareen St. Cure with
102.5
102.5 kilos.
And a great start for Shake.
So this is
Bar now goes to 175 kilos.
This
for
would be
Louis
another
Knoppers.
national record.
over double body weight
He's a Raw
for her.
Masters at 74 kilo class.
Wasn't her opener a national? Yeah. Is this a national record?
Bars loaded for Louis Knoppers.
Yeah.
All right, so Crane continues to increase
Good
her
try, Crane.
sub-junior
It's 2 to 1.
47
You'll get
records
that on your third,
with that
though.
good lift on her second. Madison Collins is up next.
We
let's
got Maddie
do,
up next. Let's see if the crowd's gonna get behind her on this one.
Second attempts in this flight.
Canadian
140.5.
national
So
record
this,
attempt.
I would imagine,
140.5 kilos. 309.
would be to increase
pounds.
her own national record.
She's going for the chip on this one, guys.
And it's a good lift for Lewis.
So
Load the bar now,
spotters are
please, to
just
180 kilos.
adding the .25 chips onto the bar.
Joe McCullough, the lifter, hailing from
and
Ontario.
Madison's getting psyched up with her coach Danielle.
Bars loaded, Maddie. Let's go. This is your record.
This is 310 pounds. Maddie's still in high school.
Bars loaded for Joe McCullough.
It's a Canadian national record attempt.
It's a grade 12 student in Gander, Newfoundland. Let's watch Maddie unrack this, and it looks light on her back. She'll get settled and wait for the start command. And she powers out of the hole. Easy.
Very nice, Maddie.
Good lift for Maddie. She'll be able.
Looking like you got some more in the tank there, too.
She should be able to add a couple more kilos onto that, I would think, Danny.
And a great start
Easy.
for Joe. Next up, second round, Stephanie Needham.
We
This
got
is her
Yvonne up
second
next
attempt
with
at
65
Back
kilos.
Time
to
at
the top of the order again now.
87.5.
Yvonne Fournier, 65 kilos.
She's looking to retake her
She
second
missed
attempt
this
here and
on her
secure that third lift.
I guess it doesn't matter yet, but
Let's get behind her on this one, guys, all right?
I'm scared.
Bar is loaded. Let's give it up for Yvonne. Let's go, Yvonne. You got this.
There we go.
So a lifter has to get fully erect with knees locked out and shoulders back to get the start command. Just missed it on that sticking point there.
It was a good fight, Yvonne. You gave your all for that one.
No lift for Yvonne on that. I didn't see what happened.
We got
there.
Elaine Bannister up next with 77.5 kilos.
Elaine's up next, 77.5 on the bar. Where's Elaine from, Danny? Do we have her card here? Ontario.
Bars loaded for Elaine.
There.
77.5 kilos. Let's give it up for her,
So
guys. This
Elaine
her
is
third
from
attempt. She's gonna
Newmarket,
give it her all.
Ontario. 59 years old, competing in the Masters 3 today. She's been competing for 2 years.
And Elaine looks like she's successful on
Very
all
nice,
three
Elaine.
today.
Let's see what the judges have to say. 3 white lights all day, baby. Let's go.
Charlene is
We
up
got a
next with
provincial
a
record attempt.
95.
We got a provincial record attempt for Charlene next with 95 kilos.
Hang on a second.
Bars loaded. Let's go, Charlene.
So Charlene is here
is
with
her
a
lift.
provincial record attempt, seeing lots of provincial and national records throughout this session.
Let's go, Charlene. Yeah, what a grind. Fantastic.
Wow, what a grind.
3 white lights.
Way to stick with that, Charlene.
Congratulations on the record, Charlene.
The energy is electric for 66-year-old Charlene in here right now. Karine is up next,
We
looking to
got
increase
Karine up next
her
with
47
105 for a
sub-junior
Canadian national record attempt. The
105
bar is
kilos.
loaded for Karine. Let's go.
Karine's still in high school.
Bar is loaded for Karine St. Cure.
So this is a little over 2 times her body
She's
weight.
got this. Let's go.
And following Karine, we'll have Janine at the same weight.
So Karine just missed this on 2 red lights for depth on her second. So we're hoping that she'll get it here on her third for a Canadian
behind her,
national
guys.
record.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, too much on the bar today.
Good fight,
for
Karine.
Same weight on the bar for Janine up next. Janine is from Ontario. So
This is a
M384
big thank you
plus.
to Inner Strength Products for being this day's event sponsor. Bar is loaded for Janine Wheeler with 105 kilos. It's a very deep squat. Let's see what the judges have to say. And it's 3 white lights all day. Congratulations.
And 3 white lights for Janine. Good lifting.
We got Maddie next,
Okay,
taking
Madison's
145.
up next,
She's gonna-
145.
She's gonna chip her own national
So this
record
brings
here,
us to
guys.
the end of Flight A,
not
and we'll
even
be
chipped, she's gonna
starting
break it by
Flight
a
B
lot
with
more.
Erin Young Low.
Let's see if the crowd's gonna get behind her on this one, guys. Bar is loaded for Maddie. Let's go. 145 kilos. Breaking her national record. Let's go.
Okay, Maddie, let's go.
This is yours. Let's go.
So this is a 4.5 kilo increase from her last record.
She had a little bit of a sticking point just out of the hole, so she'll have to power through this. I think she'll be able to get it.
Up, come on up. Oh!
Very
nice.
deep, very
Good
nice
lift.
squat.
Congratulations on the record.
Congratulations to her. That's a huge squat for any high school.
That honestly looked
Sub-junior.
faster than
Yeah.
her second, I think.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move on to Flight B here.
We're starting the
There's
second
the,
session now with Erin Young Low,
New CPU president mulling about over beside us here.
the second flight.
Shane Salami Martin.
The bar is loaded for Erin. Let's go. 97.5 kilos.
What do we got for projected total?
Erin hails from Ontario and lifts in the 74 kilo category. Bars loaded.
Very nice opener, Erin. 3 white lights.
Or are they hearing both?
We got Rachel up next, opening with 100 kilos, 220 pounds. She is a resident athlete at a band of barbells in Toronto as well, guys. Let's give it up. Bar is loaded.
So we have Rachel Liu squatting 100 kilos for her opener. Women's Raw Junior 52 kilo weight class.
On the bar now is for David Irving, 152.5 kilos. David comes from Manitoba and is a Master 2 lifter.
Very fast.
100 kilos, good lift for Rachel Liu from Ontario.
And we're just waiting on
Okay.
the judges for their.
We're going to have a few battles
That is
shaping
3
up
white
here
lights.
in
Congratulations,
52,
Rachel.
57, and 63 junior women. As you mentioned earlier, Hassan, the lifter from Ontario, is out. She did not make weight. So that'll open the door for somebody
is loaded for
else at
Nikki.
63. She had
She
the
is
highest
opening with
nominated total.
115 kilos, 253 pounds.
Up to the bar now is Nikki Motabar from Ontario, opening with 115 kilos. Looks like she's looking to make some big PBs today. I have her PB listed as 120, and she should be well exceeding that today.
Let's see what the judges have to say. And it's 3 white lights. We got Elizabeth Roberts up next with 115 kilos, the same weight, 253 pounds. Bar is loaded for Elizabeth, guys. Let's give it up for her.
And a nice lift for Irving. Bar now goes to 167.5 for Shane Valley.
Elizabeth is from Ontario. There's lots of Ontario in this flight, I think. There's 63. Lizzie, I looked up her numbers earlier. 120 was about her PR that I could find, so she'll be looking to increase on that in a big way today too. Looks like she should be good
Very
for
nice
that.
opener.
115 opener, nice
Let's see
and
what the judges
easy.
have to say. And it's 3 white lights for Elizabeth Roberts.
That was fast.
Yeah.
PB today for sure.
So it looks like we have Rose from Newfoundland
Bar is
and
loaded.
DeSantis from Ontario will be battling it out at 63. Up right now is Ilyana Gutor from Ontario as well with 117.5 on the bar. So you can see the battle already starting with 2.5 difference in openers on squat.
Let's see what the judges have to say. 3 white lights.
Looked like she got a little pitch forward in the hole there, and I think she can come back and really smoke her second.
We got Elizabeth up next with 117 kilos. The bar is loaded for Elizabeth. Bar is loaded for Elizabeth. Let's go. You got this.
Reno is in
She's got a
52
very strong
class.
headband on right now.
She'll be battling out today with Rachel Liu and Tori Lapierre. 117.5 on the bar for Elizabeth. She's from Quebec, it looks like.
Very
Another
fast.
solid opener.
Let's see what the judges have to say. And it's 2-1.
So you got one depth call
that on our next
and
attempt, though, guys.
one on soft knees.
The
So
bar
Elizabeth is gonna have
loaded
to
for
come back
Ronnie
and
Fournier.
get that squat. It looks as her and Tori will be battling it out for the first place spot today.
Let's go. You got this. She's got 122.5 kilos on the bar right now. 270 pounds.
So Elizabeth
Very
makes
nice.
the
See what
call
the
to
judges have to say.
increase her
And
second
it's 2-1
attempt by
unfortunately.
7.5 kilos.
Oh, wait, what? Oh my God. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, last
We
lifter,
got Jasmine
Cormier
Lazar
lift.
next
Did you
with
see what happened there, Danny?
122.5 kilos, and the bar is
Okay.
loaded. Let's give it up for her, guys.
Jaslyn Lazar's up next. She's in 57
She's
junior.
taking 122.5
And it looks like
kilos
we
for a
have
spin right now for
six
opener.
girls in this weight class that'll be battling it out for a podium finish. 122.5 on the bar, just under her PB that I could find. So she'll be making
Let's see what the judges have
a
to
big
say.
increase today in her squat PB.
And it's 3 white lights.
Good
Very
lift for
nice score,
Jaslyn.
We got Sonia up next with 122.5, the same weight, guys. Bar is loaded for Sonia. Let's go, Sonia.
Sonia's 63 lifter, opening looks like at or above her PB.
Bar is loaded for Sonia.
So with these girls being junior, Danny, I'd
Let's go,
imagine
you
a
got
lot of
this,
them,
lots
this
of
is
time.
maybe their first or second nationals at
You'll have
most.
to step off
Yeah,
the platform.
it's
and
pretty
readjust
cool
your
to see a lot of them
wrist you
opening
have
with
lots of time.
Yeah.
their
Seconds.
most recent personal best.
So some of them have probably done like 1 or 2
I've seen
provincials
Bryce Krawczyk
and
take
1 or
attempts
2
in 5
Easterns or
seconds, so you're gonna
Westerns.
lots of times.
And then at most this would be most of their second nationals or third. Maybe a few of them have been around a little bit longer, but just judging by the numbers that they're opening with here, you can still see that just that
You got this.
upward trajectory of their sort of beginner gains happening.
I hear a little bit of
Very
envy
nice.
in your voice right now.
And that is 3 white
Yeah,
lights for Sonia.
it's like
Good
years
lift,
in
Sonia.
between for me. So
Yeah, I believe Tori Lapieri was just
We got
at
Tori
the
up
Costa
next
Rica
with 127.5,
Championship.
oh yeah, or
281
North
pounds.
American APF.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
her bench has been absolutely on fire
Yeah.
from what I've seen of her training. So that'll be
Bar
cool
is
to see.
loaded for Tori. Let's go, Tori.
And this is her up actually right now.
Yeah, she's
73 for 3. Good job.
opening with 127.5. She trains in Edmonton. Is that right?
Tori trains in Calgary
okay, yeah.
with the strength guys.
Okay.
Bars loaded.
A good lift for
3
Tori.
white lights. Good lift for Tori.
She looks to be pretty much all by herself in first at the 52 weight class.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
She's 30 ahead
We
on
got Sherry up
on
next with
nominated
130
totals. So
kilos, and the bar
all she
is
has to do is
loaded.
go out
Let's
and make
Sherry.
lifts. Up next here is Sherry Ann Bertigan. She another Alberta lifter that you know, Danny?
So Sherry is a personal trainer, and she trains with Shane Martin.
This is an important lift for her. She needs some encouragement. She's attempting 102.5.
So 130 kilos, 286 on the bar for Sherry Ann.
Bars loaded.
Very nice, Sherry. Let's see what the judges have to say.
Judging by Sherry's
white lights
last squat
for
PB,
Sherry.
it looks as though she
squat.
holds a provincial record. So maybe we'll be seeing
We
her
got
break that
Mackenzie
record
Rose
at
up next with
143 kilos
140
today.
kilos.
And up next is another 63
Let's give it
lifter,
up for her, guys.
Mackenzie Rose from
Bar is
Newfoundland,
loaded for Mackenzie.
opening just under her Newfoundland provincial record of 143. The big contingent here from Newfoundland.
Unfortunately, it's a no lift.
I think I saw Mackenzie lift at Commonwealth in September. We'll see. She might get
Very easy squat attempt for you. Mackenzie.
a depth call on that one. No,
It's
3 white lights.
white
It's a
lights.
good lift for
Good
Mackenzie.
lift.
It's getting pretty loud on here. I can't even really hear myself talk, so I can't imagine what it'll be like for those guys.
We got
During
Serena
some of the
DeSantis
sessions this week.
with 142.5, and the bar is loaded. She's out of Brock Barbell. Let's give it up, Brock.
Serena's up next. She's from Ontario. What can you tell me about Serena, Danny?
Ooh, it looks like her favorite memory is pulling for the win at Ontario Provincials. So I don't know if anybody's experienced the pressure that it takes to do something
nice
like
walk
that.
out,
So it'd be cool if she brings that intensity to the platform today, too. Her goal is 9 for 9. Same.
Easy opener, Serena. Easy.
Good lift for her. Looks like
3 white lights.
her PB is 150 at or around, so she'll be looking to improve on that today. Back to the top of the order with Aaron Young Low from Alberta, 57 junior. So this will
got
start
Aaron
to
Lowe
get
up
interesting
next with
here.
102.5.
As we have Cormier missing her opening attempt.
Bar is loaded for Aaron.
And then we had Renault miss her opening attempt at 52 and then took a 7-kilo jump, which in
Takes
my
guts.
my experience I would definitely not always recommend, but it's a high risk, high reward move, but we'll see how she comes through. Aaron takes the bar up with 102 and a
Very
half.
nice squat, Aaron. Let's see what the judges say.
And
It's
good
3
lift for
white
her.
lights.
Do you know
Beautiful.
where she's from in Alberta, Danny?
We got Rachel up next with 107.5, 237 pounds.
Is that like your spirit animal friend? Rachel Lou's up next.
Bars
from
loaded
Ontario.
for Rachel. Let's go, Rachel.
So here is the situation: is that we only have 3 lifters in 52 kilo, and we're thinking that Tori Lapierre has pretty much locked up first if she makes one lift of each. But Rachel's battling with Reynaud, who missed her opening squat, so that'll be interesting to see how that materializes.
2 to 1. It's a good
If she
lift.
continues to chip away and Reynaud has trouble with that 7.5 kilo jump that
We
she
got
took after
Juliana
missing her
with
opener, it might get
120
interesting in
kilos
the
up
52 weight class.
264 pounds. The bar is loaded. Let's go, Liana.
Juliana Gutor is up now with 120 on the bar. Juliana's from Ontario. She was successful on her opening attempt at 117.
Nice grind.
And she made a smart
Let's see what the
choice
judges
by
say.
going up only by
It's
2.5.
2-1.
Depth call. 2 reds. Side judges. It's a depth call there.
That's a really defeating feeling after
Yeah,
getting
after
through a grind like that.
Yeah.
We got Veronique Cormier with
Okay.
Especially only on the
122.5
seconds.
kilos up next.
So Veronique needs to get this in
bar
and get
is
it on the
loaded,
board.
Veronique.
She looks like in the mix at 57. So she needs to get this lift in and on the board. And then continue on with her day. It's a very defeating feeling missing your opening squat.
But it does tend to happen a lot in newer lifters. The nerves on that first one can just be overwhelming.
Very strong.
It looks
See what
like
the
she
judges
owned that.
say? And it's
Yeah.
3 white lights.
Good lift, 3 white lights. Sometimes it can just be nerves or jitters, and they'll cut it a little bit high on their opener and have
We
lots
got
of strength
Nikki up
left.
next with 122.5, and the bar is
So
loaded. Let's give it up for her,
Multibar
guys.
is the
Second
next
attempt.
lifter on platform 1, 122 and a
Bar's
half
loaded for
kilos.
Nikki.
7.5 kilo jump from her opener.
And 2.5 kilo PB for her today on her second.
Nikki's also at 57. Their PB total is around 325, so she'll be looking to be in the medals today as well. Lots of power left
Very
on that
strong.
one. She's have another
the
5-7
judges give it a
kilos
good
for
lift.
sure left.
We got Elizabeth Roberts up next with 125,
Sorted in weight.
275 pounds. The bar is loaded for Elizabeth Roberts. Let's go, Elizabeth.
And he's taking everything he has. Taking the moment to recover. For his final squat, Robert Hamilton Smith at 172.5.
So a 7.5 kilo jump for Elizabeth Roberts.
Very nice second attempt, Elizabeth. Let's see what the judges have to say.
That's a beautiful
And it is
squat
3
and
white
also a
lights,
beautiful
good
hair
lift.
flip.
And the bar is loaded for Roger. It looks like Roger's going to time out on this one. So the clock will run down.
Bar is loaded.
Okay, Renault's up. She missed her opener at 117. A 7.5 kilo jump to 125.
Look at all the sponsors who helped make this meet possible.
And it looks like she gets coaching with Mofo Barbell.
Spotters and motors, the men and women up here lift more weight than anyone else. So let's hear it for our spotters and motors, guys.
Too much of a jump. It was deep enough.
Good fight, Elizabeth.
I'm not sure what happened on her opener. She looked just a little bent over coming out of the rack. I think Joelle will correct that.
280 pounds.
Hopefully she can come up, stand more upright, and get her third inning, because we don't want to see her not get a squat in today.
So what happens when a lifter bombs on squats? Do they get to
loaded for
finish
Jocelyn.
lifting,
Let's give
or
it
do
up
they
for,
just
I,
stop?
I believe at the international level that they
She's
do
looking for
continue,
5 kilos on
because they give out individual medals for each of the disciplines at international level competition, but I don't believe you do continue at nationals.
Yeah, I've seen people continue on at
Very
westerns,
strong.
but
Yeah,
Let's see what the judges
yeah.
say.
Sometimes locally,
And
they'll
it is 3 white lights.
they'll let you continue on, but not register a total, just
We
to
got Sonia up next with 127.5.
Give you the experience.
give you the
points.
experience, I guess. Yeah, but
And
at
the bar is
nationals,
loaded for her. Let's go, Sonia.
we don't hand out individual lift medals, so I don't believe that she would continue on if she doesn't get a squat in.
Lots of time, Sonia. Don't worry.
Okay, Sonia Knowlton's up next. From
57.
Ontario. Looks like this is PR territory for her. She's projected
Let's give it up for
335
her,
at
guys.
the
Let's
moment.
go. She's looking for another 5 kilo difference from her opener.
So she's already moving into PR total territory based on her projected total.
Next up at 192.5 is Joe McCullough. That's 424 pounds.
Very strong. Let's see
Should
what
be
the
a good
judges
lift
say.
for Sonia.
3
and it
white
is.
lights is a good
So
lift.
she's 2 for 2. Tori Lapierre will be up next. 5 kilo jump to
We got
132 and a
Tori
half.
up next with 132.5 kilos. This is 292
And
pounds.
Tori's looking to solidify her spot atop the 52 junior podium
The
today.
bar is loaded for Tori. Let's give it up for her, guys.
She's
And I-
not. Sorry, go ahead, Danny.
I believe that Tori cut from 57 kilos to 52 for this competition. So it's cool to see her gaining strength.
Let's go. You got this.
No, not today. Stay with the bar. Stay with the bar.
Very strong. Let's see what the judges
Good
say.
lift from Tori.
And
That
it's
was a
3
great
white lights
squat.
and a good lift.
So that was 2.5 kilos under her
We got
best.
Sherry Ann up next with 135 kilos, 297 pounds.
So is Sherry-Ann, is
This is
she
another 5 kilo
our
jump.
leader, projected leader in 57? It looks like it.
Bar
is.
is loaded. Let's go.
$135, just under 300 pounds, 57 kilo junior. That was a long time.
So there's a 10-minute
It's a good fight, Sherry. We got Mackenzie Ross.
Did you see what happened on that lift, Danny?
147.5
Looked like she got a
kilos.
little bit too deep and lost
325
tension in the
pounds.
hole. So I do
Okay.
think that she could come back and retry the same weight, but we'll see.
She didn't come up. She just failed.
It's a
the lift.
7.5
Okay.
kilo jump for her, but she's gonna get
Mackenzie
it no problem.
Rose jumping to a
Let's go,
147
Mackenzie.
and a
Bar's loaded.
half.
Let's go.
I do know that Sherry had an injury, I believe. So I know squats can be one of those mental challenges to get through after coming back from an injury.
Yeah, especially if you're in some level of physical pain still too. Mackenzie's from Newfoundland.
Very
Looks
strong.
like a solid second
See what the
attempt for
judges
her.
say. And it's 3 white lights. Great lift, Mackenzie.
And looks like
We got Serena DeSantis
Mackenzie
up next
and
with 150
DeSantis will be
kilos,
battling it out at
330
63.
pounds. Bar is loaded, Serena. Let's go. Says your left. Let's go.
All these lifts are important. The Rose and DeSantis are separated by only a few kilos on their projected totals, so it will come down to whoever makes the most lifts. This looks like it ties her PR, 150. Too much today.
Good fight, Serena. You're going to get that on your third.
She'll come back and try it again. Go back to the top of the order now.
We're going in the third attempt, guys. 107.5 kilos for Aaron.
Aaron Lowe Young is up next. 57 sub junior. 102 and a half on the bar. Or
This will be
107 and a
10
half,
kilos
sorry.
better than her first attempt. Let's get behind her on this,
Yeah.
guys.
What do we have?
Bars loaded for Aaron. Let's give it up for her,
PB is
guys.
105. So this is 2.5 kilo PB for her.
Very nice attempt selection by Justin there.
Three
Beautiful
white
squat, and
lights.
it's 3 white lights.
Next is Rachel Liu from Ontario, 52.
We got Rachel up next with 115 kilos.
So she is still looking to
Bars
chip
loaded
away
for Rachel. Let's go, Rachel.
at Reno's projected total, but Liz Reno needs to get a
You
lift
got
in
this.
here.
Let's go.
This is a 7.5 kilo PR for Rachel Liu.
Yeah, and that's roughly just what I pulled off of what I could find off the CPU database and open powerlifting. So some of these might be off by a few kilos, but from the info that we have, this is a huge PR for Rachel.
What a fight.
Powers through, good attempt selection there.
And it's 2-1. It's a good lift.
So she's already on pace to increase her best total today
We
for
got
sure.
Elizabeth up next with 125 kilos.
Okay, Liz
Possibly
needs
get a
to
silver
this.
medal.
Yeah. Liz needs to get this to stay
The
in the
bar
competition.
is loaded for Elizabeth. Bar is loaded for Elizabeth. Let's go, Elizabeth. You got this. Let's get behind her on this, guys. Hey, let's get this energy going for her.
So I'm sure that Joelle corrected whatever the issue was, and she'll come out and give this an honest attempt. Let's hope that she gets it. Needs to stay tight in the hole, and that should be good.
Let's see
We'll
what
look
the judges
at
have
see
to
what
say.
they say about depth. And no,
left,
called on depth. 3 reds, so they're not able
She
to.
gave it her all, though.
You need to have at least one light to go to the
Let's
jury
give it
and
up for Veronique,
challenge.
guys. She's going for provincial record attempt right now. 127.5, and the bar is loaded for Veronique. Let's get behind her, guys. She wants this record. Let's go.
This is a provincial, New Brunswick provincial record for Veronique.
She's going to give it her all here.
Missed 122 on her opener, came back, got it on her second, and now attempting a huge PB of 127.5
Nice
with
fight.
ease. So
Well,
she
let's see what the judges have to
is
say. And
Going
it's
to
3 white
be-
lights. Congratulations on the record.
Right in the mix for medals at 57 by the looks of her nominated totals.
We got Nikki up next. 127.5.
Nikki Motobar is up next, another 57. So this is an important
This is
lift.
the third attempt, guys. Let's get behind her on this.
With Veronique.
Bar is loaded. Let's go.
Excuse me, with Veronique just making her 127. So this will be a 5 kilo swing between the two of them. And they have similar numbers in the bench and deadlift.
Very nice. And it's 3 white lights.
Good lift for Nikki.
Good lift. Congratulations.
Up next with the same weight on the bar is
We got
Elizabeth Roberts.
Elizabeth Roberts up next with 127.5. Bar is loaded for Elizabeth Roberts. Let's go, Elizabeth. She's got this. She's getting fired up. Let's go.
$127.5 on the bar for Elizabeth. Oh, stuck in the bottom.
It's a good fight, Elizabeth.
Good catch by the spotters.
Looks like they're all awake now.
Well, they are now. I think they maybe
We
weren't
got
quite ready
Juliana
for
up
that,
next with
but they need to
130
be.
kilos,
Yeah, she-
286 pounds. The bar is loaded for Uliana. Let's go, Uliana.
There we go.
Just ditch the wrist wraps, right?
You seen that video of Bryce?
Yeah.
Like that 5 seconds, someone yells, "It's the wrist wraps."
Yeah.
He goes out.
That was
That was my man,
classic.
Joe.
You
So-
got 30 seconds, Uliana.
So for those of you that don't know, lifter has 1 minute after the bar is said to be loaded to make their attempt, which means they also have to get the squat command in that time as well. It looks like maybe she's wrapping her wrists, but she's really running down the clock right now.
You're
We're
gonna have
at
to ditch the
13
wrist wraps if
seconds.
That's what you're tying.
Never mind, she's just running out the time.
And unfortunately, you have timed out. Same
Okay,
weight
up
for
next
Sonia,
is Sonia
130
Knowlton,
kilos.
130. Sonia's sitting in third place right now at 63. And with Serena missing her
The
second.
bar is loaded for Sonia.
This is some important kilos here that she can make up some ground on Serena for second
She's going to
place
give it her all for this attempt
going
here.
into the bench.
So did you see what Juliana did there? Baited her.
Well, I think she just
Let's
timed
go, you
out
got this.
and someone else was wrapping their wrists. And
Yeah, no,
the-
but she increased 10 kilos after missing second.
oh, and then timed it out. Oh.
Some bait.
Science. Fear factor, intimidation. I don't know. Personally, I don't pay any attention to the scoreboard when I'm lifting. I let my coaches worry about that.
Big fight. Let's see what the judges say. And it is 3 white lights.
Good lift for
Good
Sonia.
lift, Sonia.
So if she
We got Jaslyn up next looking for
made 3 squats,
132.5
and
kilos,
Serena will need
292
to make
pounds.
her third to stay comfortably ahead of her for
The bar
second
is loaded
place
for
in
Jaslyn. Let's give
63.
it up for her, guys.
Up now, however, is Jaslyn Lazar. She's sitting in currently 4th place at 57. But the battle from 2nd to 4th is really
Big
tight.
fight.
Good lift for
Let's see
her.
what the judges say. And it's 3 white lights and a good lift.
So
got Sherry Ann up next, looking for 135 kilos.
there's only 15 kilos spread separating second and fourth place and at 57 kilo. So that'll be
Bar
one
is
to watch.
loaded. Give it
Our
up for
current
Sherry Ann,
leader,
guys.
Sherry Ann Bertigan. What happened on her second, Danny?
She's
Was
got
this
this.
too
Let's
heavy?
go.
Or
Sherry
just had an
missed
injury?
her second on a little bit of loss of potential tension in the hole, maybe squatting a little too deep. So we'll see how
You
she
said
does on
she's
this.
just coming back from injury.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I don't know what's
This
up with
Aerosmith should
Yeah.
really fire up the
Like,
third attempt.
What's that from? Armageddon. Yeah, this is ridiculous music. Good catch again by the spotters.
Great fight, Sherry
Just a
Ann.
little too much today.
We got
A lot of these
Matthew
lifters-
Bowen. Why are we listening to the Armageddon
135 kilos.
soundtrack? Meet director Matthew
We're
Bowen
reaching the end of our flight B here.
change
We're going into
the
bench
Ben Affleck music so that our lifters can get pumped up.
shorts. The bar is loaded for Tori.
To be fair, there was dubstep all day.
Yeah.
It was great.
Tori Lapierre is from Alberta. You like dubstep, don't you, Danny? That's your kind of music.
You got this. Let's go.
That's how you set the mood for a PR in my world. So Tori had a really nice opener and second attempt. This will tie her PB as a 57 kilo lifter.
Very strong. Let's see what the judges have to say.
Tori's
It's
well
3 white
ahead
lights. Congratulations on the lift.
in 52, so she'll be just looking to maybe set some records and put
We
9
got
lifts on the
Serena
board
Sanchez
today.
up next with
She's almost 100 kilos ahead of
Let's
the
get
next
behind her on this
closest
one,
lifter.
guys.
Serena DeSantis is up next at 63. So
She's gonna give it
another important lift for her to gain some
The
kilos
bar
on
is loaded for
McKenzie.
Serena. Let's go, Serena. You got this. Let's go. Let's get behind her, guys.
Serena is
Big third
solidly
attempt.
in
Let's go.
second place right now, but if she can make up some ground on McKenzie, then we'll see what happens come deadlift. This just looked like way too heavy to me on the on her second attempt.
What a fight.
We'll see. I think she cut that one a
see
little
what the
bit
judges have
high,
to
but
say.
we'll see what the judges say.
And it's 2-1. It's a good
One
lift.
red light on our side where we're watching from, so
We got Mackenzie
it's a
Ross
good
looking
lift
to
though.
close
She
this
got
Flight
white
B
from
session
the other
with
side and white from the center
152.5
judge.
kilos.
You could see it in her eyes, though. She wasn't
Yeah.
giving up on that one.
336 pounds.
So we got
The
one more
bar's loaded
squat
for
in
Mackenzie.
this
Let's go,
session, and then
Mackenzie.
we'll move on to Masters Women Bench.
This is your lift. Let's go. Switch on. Let's go.
So I know you said we weren't talking about outfits today, but I'm digging the purple and red.
Oh, I thought you, yeah.
Very nice fight. Let's see what the judges say. And it's 3
Oh,
white
good
lights.
lift. Man, that is a big raw squat for a 63 junior. Good for her. Okay, that wraps up squat. So at 63, we have Rose in front, well ahead, 15 kilos projected.
We'll be taking a 10-minute break right now, guys, before we start the bench play.
57, Sherry Ann Bertigan is leading on projected, and at 52, we have Tori Lapierre. We'll be back shortly with Masters Women Bench Press.
Just a reminder, go visit my man in the back corner there. He's serving drinks all night for you guys. You guys want a little drinky poo to get you going or anything like that? And big thank you to our event sponsor, to Inner Strength in the back there. Go visit them if you need any of your SPD gear or all that good IPF stuff.
noise, like when I was listening. Like
Oh,
you could hear
really?
the plates clanging on the other platform.
Oh, God. So everybody's just watching it on mute anyways.
We got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's listening to us.
Yeah, I don't know. This needs to change. Yeah, I was like, we're trying to Armageddon soundtrack right now. Where's Maddie? Who's in control of the music?
Oh, I have no idea. I think it's the A7 guys, but it is if they bomb all three in nationals, they're out.
That's too bad. That was a bad call. Missing the first.
25 seconds left to change openers. Platform 2, no more changes to opening attempts.
I tried. I got it changed. I know. The live stream guys.
Jury, referees, spotters and loaders are almost ready to go on platform 2. Spotters and loaders, referees, jury are almost ready to go on platform number 2. Okay, we're just 1 minute away from the start of the bench press on platform number 2. This is an upper body strength discipline. We're about to see some of our best masters in the country. 30 seconds and we will be starting with Susan Runnell. She will be attempting 52.5 kilos on her opener. Ten seconds.
Time left to change openers for bench is at 50 seconds, guys. We're at 30 seconds left to change openers.
The clock is running for Susan Bono. Susan is from Nova Scotia, and let's give her a little encouragement as she opens up the ladies bench press.
We're at 2 minutes and 45 seconds until this session gets underway, folks.
What does he want?
Lights, please. And we're going with flags. And the lift is good.
Oh, I just want to keep drinking coffee, but I'm so I want to sleep tonight.
They give you free coffee at the bar, eh?
Oh yeah. I just want to be able to sleep tonight.
Who is
We'll be underway in a minute and 40 seconds, guys.
Billy Bueller, Lane Jafford from his dad, and Calgary guy, Daniel.
And then we'll be ready to go.
Far? How far?
50 minutes. Are you staying at the hotel?
Bars loaded, Sylvia Goucher, the lifter.
We'll be underway in a minute. We'll have Yvonne up soon in 44 seconds. She'll be opening up with 32.5 kilos, which is 71.65 pounds.
Yeah, you can like organize everything and then getting used to lifting cast. I usually use like PLD, so I'm not totally familiar, but being able to keep up with like the ranking. They're all like
Okay, setting up
pretty
now
much
for Stephanie Needham.
Elizabeth Renaud was gonna be like the
Bars
second runner,
loaded for
but
Stephanie
she
at
bowed out.
60 kilos.
So now it's just Tori and
their mic
the other
way louder
52
than yours?
kilos, and they're like 60.
Is her mic way louder?
Many of our lifters.
I'm like,
Sherry in the 57 kilogram is dominating.
the bar is loaded for Yvonne.
All right, here we go. Bench press M.
Yeah. Could also been the Armageddon.
Various masters women. Master, I think we have masters 3, 4 of various lighter weight classes in this flight. I'm gonna suggest some of this stuff maybe gets repositioned for tomorrow.
Very
Hey,
nice opening attempt. Let's see what the judges have to say. 3 white lights.
good lift on the opening attempt. So let me pull up lift cast here, and we will be back at it. Okay, good lift for Charlene.
The bar is loaded for Charlene.
Kilo for Deb Alarm.
Oh, sorry, Charlene's up now, 35 kilos on the bar.
She's looking to take 35 kilos for her.
Charlene's
opening attempt.
M3 lifter, 63 weight class. She's 66 years old, from British Columbia.
So we got the playlist changed. It's now on the Beast Mode playlist instead of the Armageddon
Spotify
Cry
Beast
Yourself to Sleep soundtrack.
Yeah. That Spotify Beast Mode plays in our gym all the time.
Very nice opening attempt. Let's see what the judges say. And it's 3 white lights.
Good lift for Charlene. Up next is
We got Elaine Bannister up next with
Elaine
40
Bannister.
kilos.
40 kilos on the bar.
The bar is loaded for Elaine.
Bar is loaded.
That's why I got it.
What are you insinuating here?
I just like the show. The reboot of The Punisher on Netflix. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's pretty good. Good lift for Elaine. Easy opener for her. She's made all of her attempts so far.
We got
Up
Karine
next,
St. Cure
we
up next
have
with 47.5
Karine
kilos.
St. Co. from New Brunswick, sub-junior 47. And I believe she had some national record squats on her.
The bar is loaded. Let's go.
Just her first
Yeah. Yeah, she missed her second and third.
She is a sub-junior lifter, and she is very strong. She's going to make quick work of this opener.
47.5 kilos on the bar, Karine. Start command for Karine.
Very nice opener. Let's see what the judges say. And it's a good lift. 3 white
Good
lights.
lift for her. Madison Collins is up next with 57.5.
We got Maddie up next, looking for 57.5 kilos. And the bar is loaded for her. Let's go, Maddie.
Maddie made all her squats, I think, with a PB national record of 145 kilos. Opening with 57.5.
Very easy opener. Let's see what the judges say.
Good lift for Maddie on her opening attempt.
Maddie's corner says
Up
put
next
some
we
weight
have
on the bar.
Janine
I agree
Wheeler
with
with
that.
60 kilos. Janine's M3 84 plus.
We got Janine Wheeler up next, looking for 60
She
kilos on
made
her
all
opening
3 of her
attempt.
squats as well.
The bar is loaded for Janine. Let's go, Janine.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we need some more weight on there. Good lift.
I also can't see any of the lifts.
I know. Yeah,
Very fast.
I'm gonna
And
just
3 white lights. to
give
good
Matt
lift.
some suggestions for tomorrow. They should move the table down or whatever. But so we have the weight tree and
Yvonne
3
up next with
spotters
the
in our
second
way.
bench
We
strength,
can't even see the platform.
35 kilos.
And there's a lag on the video stream. So when you're hearing us talk, it's actually about a minute behind what's going on live here right now.
Hopefully not a minute, maybe.
The bar is loaded
Hopefully
for
like only
Yvonne.
like
Yeah.
20,
We
30
got
seconds.
this.
No, like the audio matches with the video, but it's like behind like real
Yeah.
time. But yeah, it would be nice to be in a better position to see the platform or have a monitor screen in front of us. But that's okay. It's only day 1. They're just working out the kinks.
And the bar is loaded. And 3 white lights for Joe. Going now to David Derby at 112.
We got Charlene up next with 40 kilos.
Master junior lifter in the 74 kilo category. Bars loaded.
Very nice second attempt. Let's see what the judges have to say. And it's 2-1. It's a good lift.
Okay, we're
Bar
back.
is
We can.
loaded
I can
for
see the
Elaine.
platform now. This is way better.
She's looking for 42.5 kilos on her second attempt.
Up next is Elaine Bannister, 42.5 kilos on the bar, M352.
And so, for those of you that don't know, lifters are waiting for 3 commands: start, press, and rack to get 3 white lights.
Whoa, what just happened there?
So it looks like as she was pressing
lift,
up,
unfortunately.
she lost control
She'll do
of
that
the
again on
bar.
her third
Yeah.
time. We got Corrine St. Pierre up next with 50 kilos. And the bar is loaded. Let's go, Corrine.
Corinne St. Croix is up now, 50 kilos, sub-junior
She is a very strong sub-junior lifter.
from New Brunswick.
Let's get behind her on this one, guys. She's got this.
And Corinne takes the bar at 50, gets set up, waiting for a start command. Pause on the chest, and it's a sticking point.
What a fight.
She might get called for downward on
That's
that,
gotta
but
be
we'll
the
see what the
grind of day
referees
so
say.
far. 3 white lights.
It's a good lift.
Good for
What a
her.
grind.
Good
I am so
grind.
impressed
A
by
tough
that.
grind. Good job. Madison Collins is up next from Newfoundland. She has a
We got Maddie
huge
up
cheering
next.
section in the front row.
Looking like she took her advice of putting some weight on the bar there. The bar is loaded for Maddie. Let's go,
Maddie's
Maddie.
coached by Daniel Hussey. She's from Canada, Newfoundland.
She made easy work of that first attempt.
She's still a high school student, and she set a national squat record earlier today. 65 kilos on the bar. This matches close to what her PB is, I believe, so she should be able to increase that on her third. We'll see how this goes. Easy. She should have
That was so fast.
at least 5 more
She should
kilos.
still put some more weight on that bar.
Good lift for Maddie.
We got Janine up next,
Yeah.
looking for 65 kilos, and the bar is loaded for her. Let's go, Janine.
And the bar is loaded for Sylvia.
So we have Janine Wheeler benching 65 kilos on her second attempt.
Making easy work of that second
Easy
attempt.
work of that.
Good
And
lift for
3 white lights.
Janine.
It's a good lift.
Oh, I'm having a real
We
struggle
got
with this
Yvonne
lift
up next
cast
for her
here
third attempt bench, guys. Let's get behind her on this one.
for this flight because it's so spread out by age and weight
The
class.
bar is loaded for Yvonne. Let's go, Yvonne.
There we
You
go.
got this.
Okay, 37 and a half. Yvonne missed 35 on her second.
Let's get behind her on this one, guys. Yvonne's going for 37.5 kilos.
Made
Let's
32 on her opener, so she's a very close grip. Okay.
She's still
No,
fighting.
the
Let's
safety,
go,
they
you
should
got
just
it.
take it here, but she grinds it out. This will be
go. She may have jumped the rack command a bit early there.
yellow, blue.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, no lift there.
Still a very good
What
fight.
a grind, though.
Yeah, that was a grind. There was more than one infraction there. I don't even know, but she did grind
The
it
bar is
out.
loaded
But
for Charlene.
it needs to be a little
She's
more
looking for
technically proficient than
42.5
that.
kilos. Let's go, Charlene.
Up next is Charlene,
Masters
M3,
pre-lifter, and she's gonna
42 and a
make easy
half
work
on the
of this.
bar.
Bar goes to 65 kilos. Needed for lifter.
65 kilos. 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 65 ki
You got this, Charlene. Let's go.
For Stephanie Needham.
42.5 on the bar for Charlene.
Good fight. Let's go. You got it. Up. Get it up.
Another grind.
And she may have jumped the recommend on that one. Yes,
No lift
unfortunately.
for
Still a
Charlene.
very good fight, Charlene.
Up next is Elaine Bannister.
That's really tough because when you
The
break
bar is
through a
loaded for
sticking
Elaine.
point like
Let's
that,
go,
you
Elaine.
often tend to push back towards the rack, and in this case, that's a way to get a no
She's
lift.
retaking her second here, but she's going to get this one.
Yeah,
Let's get behind
you
her on
can
this,
come in
guys.
contact with the rack, I believe, but it cannot aid you in completing the lift.
Yeah. And it looks like they're missing the rack command
Yeah.
when that's happening.
Next, we move to Deb Ellard at 67.5.
Very
It
good
almost
fight.
happened again there.
And she's got the 3
But
white
she
lights,
got
the
it
good
and
lift.
held
Ready,
it
Lane?
together at the top.
A good lift. Kareen is up next for 52.5.
We got Karine St. Cyr up next with 52.5 kilos. She's taking
Kareen
a 2.5
St.
kilo
Cyr
jump on her
from New
second
Brunswick
attempt
is up
here.
next.
The bar is loaded for Karine St. Cyr. Let's give it up for her, guys.
So Kareen's last attempt, the second attempt, was a bit of a grind there. So this is a 2.5 kilo
She's
jump
a
for
very,
her.
very strong sub-junior lifter, and she's got this one.
Kareen would like to thank her coach, Colin Fraser, and her friends and family. She set some national records at the most recent Eastern Canadians. And Kareen is just 17, still in high school, out here on the national platform. So
Bars loaded, Pamela King, the lifter. This is just
and just too heavy today, stapled
gave it her all
on
on
her
that one.
chest. But that'll give her something to strive for, to attempt.
We got Maddie Collins. up next
Madison
for
Collins is up
Canadian
next
national
with
record
a
attempt.
national record.
She's taking the advice in every corner to load more weight on the bar.
Madison's
Let's get
still in high
behind her on
school
this
as
one,
well.
guys.
84 sub-junior. She's in grade 12 and is from Gander, Newfoundland.
This is almost 10 kilos more than her opening attempt.
Maddie would like to thank her
Bars
family
loaded for
and
Maddie.
her coach
Let's go.
Danielle
She's going
Hussey
for a
and
new
her mom
Canadian
and her
national
sister.
record.
Her mom's here in the front row watching right now. So it has to be super exciting. And I think her sister's taking a
make it
video
2 for 2
right
on
down in the
record,
front
Maddie.
here
Let's
right
go.
now too.
And it's not a good lift, unfortunately, for a variety of reasons. But she can still get it on her third attempt. Load now goes
way to
to
sugarcoat it.
2.5 for David Arulo.
Awesome. And look like she
Very
had more
solid
than 10
lift.
there as well. 3 white lights. Congratulations on a national record.
Good lift for Maddie.
Wow, we have a back
Will she
get a
Canadian
national record on
attempt
every
for
lift
Janine.
today?
She's looking for 70 kilos here.
I think she already has the deadlift record, so she'll probably just try to increase her own.
Very cool.
The bar's loaded for Janine. Let's give it up for her, guys. She's going for a new Canadian record.
Janine Wheeler's up now.
You got this, Janine. Let's
M3,
go.
84 plus. 70 kilos on the bar.
Does he have it? Yes, he does. Good job. Next up, David Gerby at 115 kilos.
Janine's from Ontario.
Not all of them have one.
Great fight.
An easy third
Let's see
attempt
what
for
the judges say.
Janine.
3 white lights for a new Canadian national record for Janine. Congratulations on the record, Janine. We got Rachel Liu looking to close off this flight with 50 kilos.
Come on, David, you've got this.
The bar is loaded.
Flight B, yep. Yep. All right, here we go. On to our battles at junior now. It's going to be way easier for me to follow Liftcast now that they're grouped.
Put some weight on for him.
that they're
Yeah,
grouped together.
us Saskatchewans are so used to the PL meet.
Yeah, I don't like this program at all. Or it's
What makes them decide which program to use?
I don't
Lots of
know.
time, Rachel, 30 seconds.
I know how to like check my email. That's about it. So
She's
I
gonna
shouldn't
make
be
quick work of
complaining,
this
but
opening attempt here.
it's not as user friendly as Good Lift or PL meet. But we'll be off to the
Very
races here
nice.
now. We can give you some idea of where these girls sit and what place they're in.
And for those of you that want to follow along with the score today, or the totals and the rankings, you can go to
We got
liftingcast.com
Jasmine
and
Lazar
see
up
it
next
live
with 50
as
kilos
well.
She's going to have the bench blocks here, but it's already set up for her.
Jaslyn is calling for the looks like
bar is loaded for
10
Jaslyn.
centimeter
Let's
foot
go,
blocks.
Jaslyn.
57 junior, 50
Opening
kilos on the
attempt,
bar for
50
Jaslyn.
kilos.
Jaslyn's currently sitting in 4th place at 57. But she is well within striking distance of silver, depending on what happens. So all these benches are important
Let's see what the
kilos.
judges have to say
Every
here.
kilo
And it's
counts.
3 white
Attempt
lights
selection
for
will be
Jaslyn.
super important. If you jump 5 and miss,
We got
and your
Juliana
competitor
up next,
jumps
opening
2.5
with
and makes it,
55
then
kilos,
when it comes down to the
121
final
pounds.
deadlift, that could be the difference. So it comes down to like experience and your keen eye from your coach and what you know you're capable of today. Not
And that's why
Loaded for
sometimes
Juliana.
lifters
Let's
aren't
go,
taking
Juliana.
PBs at national level. They're just doing what it takes to build that total.
Juliana is up next with 55. And
Bar is
she's
loaded for
currently
Juliana.
sitting
We got lots of
in
time.
5th place.
40
Unfortunately, she
seconds.
missed 2
Lots of
squats,
time.
which put her a little bit too far out of reach. But she is still within 20 kilos of bronze, so anything can happen. We'll see how it plays out for deadlift.
Making easy work of that opening attempt. And the judges give it 3 white lights.
Good lift for Ileana. Up next is
We got
Aaron.
Aaron up next with 60 kilos.
Aaron is sitting 12 and a half, 15 kilos behind
The bar
Ileana
is loaded
in the
for
57
Aaron. Let's
weight
go,
class.
Aaron.
She's going to want to look to come out and make a solid opening attempt here and continue her 3 for 3 day in squats so far.
Easy work with that opener. Let's see what the judges say. And it's 3 white lights. Beautiful opener attempt. We got Veronique Cormier opening up with 67.5
Veronique
kilos.
Cormier is up next, 67 and a half, 148 pounds. That used to be one of the old weight classes pre 2011.
Bars loaded for Veronique. Opening attempt, 67.5 kilos. You got this. Let's go.
Too bad that they don't have that anymore, hey? 67.5 used to be a weight class. I said too bad they don't have it anymore.
I would actually prefer a 75 kilo weight
Oh, yeah.
class. That's like the perfect amount of thickness.
That used to be what it was. 67.5, 75.
Easy opener. Let's see what the judges say.
Good
And
lift
it's
for
3 white
Veronique.
lights. Beautiful opening attempt. We got Nikki up next with 67.5
Nikki's up next.
kilos.
She's currently sitting 2.5
Bar is
kilos
loaded for Nikki. Let's
ahead
go,
of
Nikki.
Jaslyn for 3rd place and 7.5 back of Veronique. So this is going to come right down to whoever makes the most lifts today for 2nd, 3rd, 4th place in this 57 women's raw junior. The battle is shaping up here, and I will try to stay on top of the score sheet. And
Very
smoked that.
strong opening attempt. Let's see what the judges say.
Easy opener for Nikki.
And it's 2-1 for a good lift.
So Veronique went 5. We'll look for Nikki to match that or go
The bar is
maybe
loaded for
7.
Serena DeSantis.
That's a pretty big jump, but we'll see what happens.
She's going to make easy work of this opener. Let's go.
She needs to make up some ground on Cormier. DeSantis is up next. She is currently sitting in second place at 63. 15 kilos back on projected totals of Mackenzie Rose, and comfortably ahead of Knowlton for third place. They all have similar deadlifts, these girls in 63. So again, it'll come down to who makes the most
Fantastic
attempts.
opening attempt. Let's see what the judges say. And it's 3 white lights.
Looks like there's a battle between Roberts and Knowlton for third place shaping up.
Their deadlift openers are all pretty close as well.
Yeah.
The bar is loaded for Elizabeth Roberts.
I wonder if we'll see any change.
She's going to make quick work of
Oh,
this
there'll be
opening attempt.
there'll be
70
changes
kilos.
in deadlift, definitely.
154 pounds.
It's always really cool seeing all the different coaches' strategies at the national and probably world level for you.
Yeah, I just show up there and try to make lifts. I'm never really in the battle I'm not a big deadlifter, so changing thirds is like a rarity for me. I think I've pulled for once or
Making
twice.
Easy work in that opener.
I'm subtotal guy.
And the judges give it 2-1 for a good lift.
Good lift for Elizabeth.
Looks like she got 1 red light for possibly butt
We got
lifting
Sonia up next,
or
and the
foot
bar
lifting.
is loaded for her. Let's go, Sonia. She's looking
You're
for
still
72.5
you're reffing in
kilos.
Alberta still?
I am still reffing in
No.
Alberta.
I remember when you took your exam, I almost dumped the bar on that Nova rack.
That was a scary day for me. The rack fell apart 2 to 3 times, I
Yeah.
believe,
Yeah.
and nobody could seem to lock out their squat and get
Yeah.
a start command.
Yeah, I think that was in their prototype days. I'm sure they've improved on their design since then, but Knowlton's up right now, 72.5. And that looks like a good speed on an
Absolutely
opener for
fantastic
her.
opening attempt, and it is 3 white lights.
So that will keep her ahead of Roberts on body weight. She's significantly lighter.
We got Sherry Ann up next with a 75 kilo bench attempt for opening attempt. The bar's loaded for Sherry Ann. Let's go.
Bertigan's up now. She is. She's sitting in first place, Danny, in 57.
Wow, and
Yes.
it looks like this is a PR for her on her opener from what we have from her last meet.
So Sherry's projected in has the biggest deadlift out of any of these.
Making easy work. of
Very
that
nice
attempt.
opener.
Very
Good to
short
say.
stroke on
And
that
it's
bench.
3 white lights all day.
It's very advantageous.
We got Mackenzie Ross up next.
I
looking
have
for
no doubt that she'll
77.5
have more on
kilos.
the bench, being coached by Shea Martin, who is a bench press specialist and the new CPU
The bar is
president.
loaded for Mackenzie Ross.
Mackenzie Rose is up now, 77.5 on the bar.
She's going to make easy attempt at this opener.
Mackenzie's 12.5 kilos ahead projected on 63 weight class ahead of DeSantis. The opening attempt, 77.5.
Easy. Put some weight on the bar. 3 white lights.
Good lift. Up next
We
is
got Terry opening with the
Lapierre.
Canadian national record attempts. Wow.
opening at 85
kilos.
at 52.
The
Wow,
bar
this is a big
loaded.
bench.
Let's give it up for her, guys. She wants this record. Let's go. It's yours. opening attempt, national record attempt. Let's go. You got it.
Ah.
So I believe Tori is actually a kinesiology student.
Yeah. Easy.
That setup though, wow.
And it's a new Canadian national record. Congratulations. Let's see if you can keep chipping that and tripping down your second and third.
So she's not even going to need to chip that. Lots of kilos left in the tank.
We got Rachel Liu up next. She's looking for 52.5 kilos. Bars loaded for Rachel. Let's go, Rachel. She's looking for the 2.5 kilo jump on
Rachel's
this
up
one.
next.
She's got it.
52.5. Comfortably in second after Renault did not get a squat in. 52.
Remember, folks, third attempts, they're maxing themselves out. They're often going for a personal
52.5. Opening attempt for Rachel.
Very nice second attempt. And it's 3 white lights.
Good lift. And up next we have Jaslyn. So we're on to our 57 lifters now.
We got Jasmine
Bryce,
up
I'm
next
just
looking for
messing with you.
55
Totally, it's
kilos.
me right
Second
now.
attempt bench.
55, Jaslyn was successful on her opening attempt of 50. So she's trying to pull into a bronze medal position. Chasing
The
down
bar's loaded for Jaslyn.
Motobar
Let's go,
from
Jaslyn.
Ontario.
You got this.
Joe is attempting 265.
It's a 5 kilo jump from her opener.
Very nice and controlled. And it's 3 white lights.
And that's a good lift for
Amazing,
Jaslyn. So the pressure will be on Nikki
Up next
to
with
make her
57.5
second attempt and
kilos.
stay
She's
ahead.
all ready to go this time.
They're similar deadlift openers.
Bars loaded.
So
for
again,
Juliana.
like I
Let's
said
go. You
earlier, it'll
got
come down to
this.
who makes the most lifts.
122.5 kilos. Bars loaded. Come on, Shay.
Uliana is the lifter now, 57.5 from Ontario. And her deadlift opener is similar to Lazar and Motobars as well. So we won't know how this is going to shape up until right till the end. At least have a better idea after deadlift openers. But right now we're focused on, these girls are focused on making all 3 of their bench attempts
Amazing
and to
fight.
chip away
Let's see what the judges
at
say. 3 white lights.
whatever total will
Congratulations, Juliana.
put them in a podium position. Up next is
We got
Erin.
Erin Lowe up next, looking for 65 kilos.
Erin's from Alberta. Do you know where she trains, Danny? No.
The bar is loaded for Erin. Let's go, Erin.
Coming up next for his third attempt is Gary Lacourciere at 125 kilos. Bars loaded. Come on, Gary, show 'em what you've got.
65 on the bar for Erin. She's made all of her lifts today so far. That's a good
Very
solid
nice
second
second
attempt for Erin. 5 for 5
3
so
white
far.
lights. Amazing.
And let's see, what do I have her
We got Veronique
listed
going
as?
for a provincial record attempt.
Well, there's some craziness
Bar
going
is
on.
loaded for Veronique Cormier.
Platform 2 is making
She
some
wants
noise
this
over
record,
there.
guys. Let's get behind her on this.
Back over to us. Cormier with 72.5 on the bar.
You got
She's
this, let's
currently in second place ahead of Motobar and Lazar. So again, these from second to fourth place in this 57 weight class. these girls are gonna. It's gonna
Easy
come right
work
down
on that
to
second
whoever makes the
attempt.
most lifts.
And
A
she
solid
has the
second
provincial
attempt.
record. Congratulations.
For Cormier. And up next will be Nikki.
We got Nikki up next. Bars loaded for her. Let's go. 72.5
Nikki's made all of her lifts today as well.
You got this.
I think this is going to come down to body weight for second and third by the time we get down to second deadlifts. These girls are
Cormier
all...
still has a 7.5 kilo lead
Yeah.
as it is right now, but we'll see what this bench does.
So Cormier has the biggest deadlift opener, and Jaslyn will pull within
Very nice second.
And it's 3 white lights.
striking distance with her deadlift opener being bigger than Motobar's. So
we
we'll
got
just see.
Serena DeSantis up next.
Uh,
72.5
DeSantis
kilos.
is up next. She
The
is
bar is loaded for her.
currently
Let's go. Let's give it up for her, guys.
in second place at 63. She had a 150 squat today and made her first bench attempt at 70. And looks like a conservative jump of 2.5. It looks like she wants to just pad the space between her and Knowlton. She has a 20 kilo lead forecasted at this point.
She's going to make good work of this second attempt. Let's go, Serena.
I don't know what's happening.
Start command for Serena. And a solid
yeah.
second attempt, so that's a good
See what the judges have to say on that.
strategic selection on her
2 to
part.
1, and it's still a good lift.
Just stay ahead of the lifter behind you. And then
got Elizabeth
see what
Roberts up
the
next,
Rose
looking for
does
75
ahead of you
kilos.
and try to take an opportunity when you can.
This is a 5 kilo jump.
Elizabeth
for her.
Roberts is up now from Ontario, 75.
The bar is loaded.
Liz
for
squatted
Elizabeth Roberts.
125 and had a opening bench of 70 kilos.
Let's go. You got this.
Calling for 75 on her
75
second.
kilos. Let's go.
I can't wait for this to be.
So I will use
I've been here since. I think you were here this morning.
tied on projected totals right now with Knowlton for
I'm 92%
bronze.
captain right now.
What a fight.
There's some downward
See what the judges
movement
have
on
to say
that.
in this. Oh, it's unfortunately
Called
a good
from
lift, or not good lift,
Oddly
sorry.
from both from the side judges, not the center judge. But
Still
Two different calls as well.
did you see what color cards were on the?
The bar
We had a
is
yellow
loaded for
and a
Sonia.
blue.
Let's
So
go,
downward
Sonia.
movement and
I
likely a
don't know
little
if
bit of
bump
butt
came up.
lifting.
Yeah.
She's looking for a 5 kilo.
So she missed. Now Sonia will look to capitalize on that
Let's get
miss
behind her on
and
this
put
one, guys.
herself
She's got
ahead
this.
of Roberts with her second attempt.
So if Sonia makes this, it's going to put her ahead.
Yeah, so until they pull their opening deadlifts, we only have this forecasted total, not their current total. But it doesn't look like that'll
She
matter
gave it
much
her all
either,
there,
so
guys.
pretty much they both should repeat those lifts and
We
come
got
out on their
Sherry
third,
Ann
and
Max looking for 80
whichever one of them
kilos.
makes it will have the advantage going into deadlift. Back to 57 now with Sherry Ann. With
The
what,
bar is loaded for Sherry Ann. Let's give it up
80
for her,
kilos.
guys.
Sherry looks like she has a big deadlift opener put in there. Have you seen her training before, Danielle?
Yeah, she has a very solid deadlift.
Yeah.
And bench now. It looks like we're seeing that as well.
Yeah, I think she is.
The Shane Martin gains.
Having a little trouble getting the start command. Needs to just stay motionless. She's a very
There we
short
go.
range of
Let's see what
motion.
the judges have to say on this. And it's 3 white lights. Beautiful
And it's a
lift.
good lift for Sherry. Up next is
We got
Mackenzie, our
Mackenzie
leader
Ross
at
looking for
63 kilos.
82.5. Face off. The bar is open, loaded.
She's got a comfortable lead ahead of DeSantis for second at the
You
moment.
got this. Let's get behind her on this, guys.
She'll be looking to solidify that.
Let's bring the hype. Let's go.
With her second attempt, a 5 kilo increase from her opener. And she smashed that. Mackenzie's crushed pretty much everything I've seen her do today.
Yeah,
So
very
it's
nice
still a
attempt
good
selection
lift.
today.
she is like well on her way to.
We got Tori looking for another
Over
national
north of
record.
410
break her
total,
own
I
again.
would
Let's
think,
go.
by the time we're all done with it.
The bar is loaded for Tori. Let's go. National record. You want this. Let's go.
This is a 5 kilo jump for Tori and a national record attempt. She's 52.
There you go. Oh,
national
yeah.
record
90
attempt.
kilos.
Let's get behind her on this, guys.
Canadian junior record attempt on your second.
Easy.
Smoked it. Easy. Should be a good lift.
3 white lights. You got that national record again.
Tori's having a perfect day so far, as well as Rachel Liu,
We
who's
got
in
Rachel
second
Liu
place
looking
right
to begin
now.
our third attempts for this bench session.
115 squat, and she's made both of her benches so far.
The bar is loaded for Rachel. Let's go, Rachel. You got this. She's looking for another 2.5 kilo jump on this. She's got it.
Looks like Tori's going for an open national record on her third. Uh, 55 for Rachel's second
Fantastic.
attempt is a good lift.
And that is a good lift.
So she
Congratulations.
continues to just chip away and make lifts. Hopefully she'll
We
have
got
a
Jaslyn
PB
up
total
next, looking for
lined up
57.5.
come deadlift. Up next is
Give a hand to our
Jaslyn.
spotters and loaders, guys. These guys are working hard out here.
57.5 on the bar for Jaslyn. She is also
Bars
5
loaded
for 5
for
today
Jaslyn.
so
Let's
far.
go, Jaslyn.
Trying to chip away at that third place podium in the 57 class. At the moment, she pretty much will pull even with Nikki Motobar after deadlift openers. They both made 2.5 kilo jumps. It's all too heavy for her today, so we'll see what Motobar does. And then it'll pretty much come down to the final deadlift between those two,
We
I
got
think, for
Uliana
bronze.
up next, looking for 60 kilos.
Up next is
Switch on for this. You
Uliana.
got it. The bar is loaded for you. Let's
Uliana
go.
had a 117 squat and
Bar is loaded, Uliana.
made both of her benches so far, calling for 60 kilos on her third. It's such a fine line,
fight,
raw
Uliana.
lifting, that I've noticed. Like the strength is either there or it's not. There's very few things that you can adjust as compared to equip
We
lifting.
got Aaron Lau up
Is what
next,
I've
looking for
found, especially in bench.
67.5 kilos.
Yeah, you don't
Like some of
see
these girls
huge
just
bench
went
jumps.
2.5 kilo
And the bar
jumps, and
is
then
loaded for Aaron. Let's go, Aaron.
you know, like they have like lots of speed on their second
got this,
attempt,
let's
and
go.
then just stay stuck on their chest with even a 2.5. There's such a fine line with that absolute strength that when you're lifting raw.
Yeah, and it seems like a small jump when you hear 2.5 kilos, but compared to
I
the
guess-
total bench press, it is a larger
Yeah.
percentage and of their body weight as well.
Yeah,
Big
especially
press,
when
let's
they're under 57 and smaller. So Erin, a little too heavy
Good
for her
fight.
too. Another 2.5 jump, just too much today. Let's see what she had a PB anyway today, 7.5 kilo bench
We
PB
got
from
Veronique
what I can
Cormier
tell on my
looking to
sheet
break
here.
Her provincial record.
So Cormier is up
She's
now.
got this. This is hers. bar is loaded. Let's go,
Looking
Bronny.
to stay ahead
got
of
this. Let's
Mona
go.
Bar. So far, nobody in 57 has made their third attempt bench. So the next 3 lifts in this weight class are of vital importance, especially for the battle between second and third and fourth.
This is your record. Let's go. Very nice. Let's see
And
what the judges have to say on that.
good lift for Cormier on that.
And it's a good lift. Congratulations on breaking your record. We got Nikki
So
up next. The
Nikki's
bar
up
is
now.
loaded for 75 kilos. Let's go.
So Cormier has a 7.5 kilo higher deadlift opener. So this is a huge lift for Nikki to get.
Her last one looked pretty smooth too,
Yeah.
so we'll see what happens here.
She needs this to stay 7.5 back after deadlift openers. And then if she misses, it looks like she'll be 10 back.
Very nice fight.
I can't see anything from here, Danny. How did that look?
And unfortunately, it is not a good lift.
2 yellows? 2 yellow cards. We have the jury is up asking.
It's looking like maybe
Bars loaded for Serena DeSantis. Let's go, Serena. You got this. Let's get behind you on
Contact
this one,
with the
guys.
rack?
Third attempt bench.
I can't see what they're discussing over there. Anyway, so no lift for her.
This is 7.5 kilos more than her opening attempt. She's got this. Let's go, Serena.
So back to 63 now.
Easy money.
Serena
Let's go.
DeSantis comfortably in second, chasing down Mackenzie. And 2.5 kilo jump from her second. She had a 150 squat earlier tonight. Gets the star command. Solid pause on the chest. Looks like,
Nice
from what
fight.
I can
Let's see
see,
what the
that'll be a
judges have to
good
say on
lift
that.
from here.
And unfortunately, it is
2 reds.
Another 2
Amazing
reds,
fight,
yellow
though,
from the
Serena.
side.
Good job.
gonna assume that was butt lifting.
I'm
They're
gonna-
both sides.
Yeah, both sides.
We got
Justin.
Elizabeth Roberts up next, looking for 75 kilos. And the bar is loaded for her. Let's go, Elizabeth.
So Elizabeth is up next. So here we have
We're gonna
this
wait for her to
shaping
find
up
out on
for
that.
second and third. Knowlton and Roberts are tied on projected totals at the moment.
Time for 6 minutes to change opener attempts. 6 minutes to change opening attempts.
You got just keep.
We're all overly caffeinated and sleeping.
Lifter is Roberts at the moment. She looks like maybe is timing out. Maybe somewhat of an injury. Maybe saving some energy for deadlift. How much time is left? Timed out?
Timed out.
Okay, so Knowlton will be
We got
next,
Sonia up next,
77.5.
looking for 77.5 kilos for her third attempt. The bar is loaded for Sonia. Let's go, Sonia. You got this. Switch on. Let's go.
All right, so with Roberts timing out her third, this is a huge opportunity for Knowlton to remain herself. Looks like 2.5 back after deadlift openers, as Roberts has the bigger opener. It's a very important lift right here. Start command. Brian Rock's arm goes down on the side. Too much today on the
Great
bar.
fight, Sonia.
So, yeah, she missed that on her second as well.
We got Sherry Ann up next, looking for 82.5 kilos.
Sherry Ann is comfortably in the lead at 57. We pretty much
The bar
know that
is
she is
loaded.
gonna
Let's go.
win that weight class as long as she gets it one deadlift in. She has got about a 40 kilo lead on second and third. So Sherry squatted 130 today. I think you mentioned she was recovering from some type of injury. She missed her second and third squats, but has come back and made both benches. Coached by Shane Martin. Sherry's from Alberta. Gets the star command. And a little scoop backwards,
Let's see what the
but
judges
it
have to
should
say
be.
on that. And it is a
Good
good
lift for her.
lift. Congratulations on the bench PR.
181 pounds, 82.5 kilos. Oh, Sherry went 3 for 3
We
on the
got
bench.
Mackenzie Ross up next, looking for 85 kilos. Mackenzie Rose, my apologies. She's got this. She's got Brock Barbell's finest handling her today.
So
Big Mac, let's go.
Mackenzie is
You got
from
it. Switch on.
Newfoundland.
Let's go.
She is 5 for 5 so far, and has a comfortable lead on over second place at 63. 85 kilos. Gets the press command.
Fantastic
Drives it out
bench.
pretty easily.
And it is a good lift.
Good lift for
Congratulations.
Mackenzie. So we'll move on
We
to.
got Tori here looking to close
So
the
our
show.
lightest
Press
weight class
with
will have our biggest bench of the
91.5
session.
kilos.
Tori is looks like this is an open Canadian
She's gonna
record,
break her own national record again.
which
Let's
is
go. You got
bananas.
this.
I've actually seen her bench well over this in training.
Yeah.
So pretty cool to see her.
I'm not
crushing
sure
it.
if she just took a 1.5 kilo jump arbitrarily or if this is an open record, but
Well, this
don't
is
imagine
this
it
is
is. I
the
think-
Switch on, you got
the
it.
sought after number, right? It's
Yeah.
201 pounds. So
Let's get behind her on this one, guys.
it's probably just a junior record. I don't know if Joe's lifted at 52. I would imagine she benches over 100.
yeah, she benched 105 today.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she just
Beautiful.
took a 1.5 kilo jump because she is
That
able
a
to
new
load it.
Canadian national record. Congratulations. We'll be taking a
So
bit of a
good lift for
break, guys,
Tori.
going to
She's 6 for
deadlifts.
6
I believe
today.
it is a 10-minute intermission, so
And
we're gonna
is,
lift her to some
challenging-
donuts and drink some Red Bull.
I would
We will do
imagine
that shortly.
for best lifter at this point. So we'll be back with the M234 and sub junior deadlifts after this 10-minute break.
1 minute to change openers on platform 2.
Platform 2 is going to start up deadlift here, so we're going to mute these microphones as best we can, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
start on platform 2 in 2 minutes. Could we have all referees, juries, spotters, and loaders back to their positions, please? In 1 minute, on platform 2, we will be starting the third and final discipline, which is the deadlift. And this is going to determine who is on the podium and what color they will wear around their necks. They're already tired from 2 disciplines. This is the last chance they have to make it count. We start in 30 seconds. The first lifter will be Stephanie Needham, followed by Susan Bono.
Hello, hello, hello. Matt Bowen, meet director here. If you guys are not aware, Joy Brown is doing a special poetry reading in the Carlton Room by the main entrance directly after this event is done. Thank you.
And we're almost ready. Bar is loaded. Stephanie Needham, the lifter. And again, this determines the methods. And that's a great opener for Stephanie. Good job. Up next, Susan Bono at 102.5 kilos, which is 225
Oh no, we just couldn't see
pounds.
anything, any of the lifts, any of the lights. We're like, what are we supposed to comment on? There's so much things like this needs to be like,
Bars loaded.
and people on the live stream are like, we can't see the lights. This big ass butt, medium ass butt.
Come on, Susan, make this count. And it looks like a good opener, and the judges agree. Good job. Both bar down to 107.5 for Pamela King.
You definitely could. Smell of babies in the evening. Smells like powerlifting.
Bars loaded. Come on, Pamela.
That's a thing, right? Oh, almost done.
And she made that look easy. Good lift. Coming up next, Deb Eller, 117.5, 260 pounds.
A new bar?
Oh, you bought it. Okay. I thought it was for me. I did that too while I was going here today. Yeah. This
Bars
one is a
loaded.
new jogger.
Did.
How can you resist? They're good bars.
Yeah.
Well, and I've got like just a no-name whatever bar in my basement. So.
Makes a big difference, especially like deadlift. I have a shitty no-name bar in my basement, and I cannot pull well on it. And then I go to the gym, and I'm like, how is this so different?
I find the feel for benching is just incredible. Going to like a deep bar and like feel
Stable. Yeah, because it's not like that, like bowing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mike has an awesome bars too.
Good. Okay.
Bars loaded. A very nice, very technical lift. Well done. Textbook. Coming up next, we go to the men with Gary Laforciere, 170 kilos, which is 375 pounds. Gary's out of Ontario. He's a Master 2 lifter. Bars loaded.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be getting underway in 1:30 seconds.
He's being rolled off so that he can bring his socks up. Please protect your shins. He's pulling up the bar. However, they cannot touch his knee straps. Those are the rules.
The meet doesn't start until the bar hits the floor. It's pulling time. Let's go.
Good, a little heavy. He'll get it on his second attempt. Going forward now, Sheikh Ali, 170 kilos, 375 pounds. Out of Nova Scotia, bars loaded.
20 seconds.
And that's a good lift.
And we're back with the deadlift for Masters Women and Sub Junior. Live at the 2020 CPU Nationals. Day
Bars
one
loaded.
from the Victoria Inn and
For
Conference
Yvonne, let's
Center in
go,
Winnipeg,
Yvonne.
Manitoba. I'm Aaron Ziffel. I'm with Danny Clavel.
Notice how the lifters take a few moments to
And once we get through this Masters flight, we're going to have a lot of noise going on in here, I think, as the junior women are in a few battles from 57 to 63. Yvonne Fournier pulls up her opening deadlift to 75 kilos with ease.
And it is a good lift. 3 white lights.
put it down with control, and he did.
We got Janine Wheeler up next looking for 100 kilos.
Wheeler's up next. So I'm going to do my best to follow along on LiftCast for this flight, although if you're unfamiliar with the
Bars
LiftingCast
loaded for Janine.
program,
Let's go, Janine.
it's very
Opening attempt, 100
split
kilos.
up. And a lot of these Masters women are in different age and weight classes along with the sub-juniors, so I will try to scroll along and give you an update on their totals. Opening attempt of 100 for Janine.
2 to 1. It's a
Easy
good
opener.
lift, so.
And putting everything into it. Next up, Roger Hamilton Smith. And the bar
And I
We got
apologize
Elaine up next looking for
if the
105
background
kilo
noise
opening
is
attempt.
interfering
Bars
with the
loaded for her. Let's
feed
go, Elaine.
from platform 2. It seems like their microphone is way louder, their announcers. Bannister is up now with 105. And solid lockout.
And she locks it out and gets that
Should be a good
document,
lift.
And it is a good lift.
3 white lights. Charlene is up next with 115.
Bars loaded for
Charlene
Charlene.
is
Let's go, Charlene.
M3, 60 kilos. Squatted 95 and benched 40. So Charlene is 66 years old. She's a Masters 3 lifter. Lifters between
3 white lights. It is a good lift.
January 1st of the year they turned 60 and 70 years old. Good lift for her.
The bar is loaded. This
And
is a
Corrine-
Canadian national record attempt for
Corrine is
St.
our
Pierre.
47 kilo sub junior from
She
New
is
Brunswick.
a very, very strong sub-junior lifter, and she's going to make easy work of this opening attempt.
122 and a half on the bar.
Very nice. And it is the new Canadian national record. Congratulations.
And that's a good lift for her, so she will be looking to increase her own record on her second and third attempt. Up next is Maddie
We got
Collins
Maddie up next looking for
from Gander,
145
Newfoundland.
kilos.
Maddie is still in high school. She set a
She's
national
got this.
record
The
in the
bar's
squat
loaded,
and bench
Maddie. Let's
today.
go.
Her family's all in the front row. Sister right down in front videoing.
Let's go. Open attempt. You got it.
Maddie, I think, has a lot of potential in this sport. And good opening deadlift for
Easy
her.
opener. 3
I think
white
we
lights,
read
it's a good
earlier that
lift.
she's a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, it looked hockey goalie.
Yeah.
I think she has a lot more left in the tank after that deadlift. It'll be cool to see her third.
Yeah, north of 160, I would say. Fournier is next. Yvonne is a retired teacher from Oshawa, I think.
Ottawa.
Ottawa, okay. And Yvonne just started lifting 2 years ago. Coach Zach encouraged her to try the sport
We got
and has
Yvonne
kept
up next
her
looking for
motivated.
80 kilos and the bar's loaded
She
for her.
enjoys
Let's go,
deer
Yvonne.
hunting,
You
cooking,
got this. Let's go.
and she has had a 92. 1 second, sorry. God, I hate lift cast.
Very nice, Yvonne.
Good
3
lift for
white
Yvonne
lights,
on her
amazing
second
lift.
attempt. Bannister is next with 107. Elaine is from Ontario.
Bar is loaded for Elaine. Let's go, Elaine. She's looking for 107.5 kilos for her second attempt.
Elaine's at M3 lifting in 52 weight class, 77 squat, 42.5 bench. And this is just a small increase from her opening attempt. Let's see if she gets whites here. There might have been a bit
And
of
she
downward.
gets the lift. 3 white
Oh,
lights.
good lift. Good lift for Elaine. Up next is Wheeler from Ontario, 110 on the bar.
The bar is loaded for Janine. Looking for 110 kilos, 242 pounds.
So Janine and Susan
Let's go. You got
Upino
this.
are in a battle at 84 plus M3. At the moment, Janine is ahead by 7.5.
Unfortunately, it's 2-1, and it's not a good lift.
So we'll look for see the speed of Susan's second, and then look to see what happens on third attempts. Up next is Charlene, M3, 63
We got
kilos.
Charlene up next, looking for 122.5 kilos. The bar is loaded, Charlene. Let's go.
Charlene has made all but one bench press today. Pulling. Good lift for her.
The bar is Oh, that's a good lift. So
122 and a half. Kareen is up
we got
next
Korean
with
looking for the break her Canadian
with
national record again.
big jump
with
to 137 and a
137.5
half.
kilos.
Kareen's only 47
She is
kilos.
a very, very strong junior lifter.
The 15 kilo jump from her opener.
The bar is loaded for Kareen.
This is triple body weight raw deadlift at 17 years old, which is completely bananas. This is,
15
this.
kilo
Let's
jump
go.
takes some serious confidence.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever done that in my life in deadlift.
That's not true.
Oh, too much today. I wonder if maybe that was a junior record or something. But she really had nothing to lose, so she can try that again on her third if she chooses.
We got Maddie Collins looking to go 3 for 3 on Canadian national
Okay,
record
so
today.
Maddie,
155 kilos, 341 pounds.
this ties her
The
PB
bar is loaded.
deadlift.
Let's go, Maddie. You
And
got
she's
this.
Already exceeded her total PB and total national record
Let's go,
by
switch on.
about 18 and a half kilos.
Where's Maddie from? It looks like she has a lot of people here behind her today.
Yeah, she's from Gander, coached by Daniel Hussey. Her whole family.
Wow.
Fantastic.
So good
Put
lift.
some weight on the bar.
Congratulations on the 3 for 3 records.
So that's a national record
Yeah.
in every lift today.
Yeah, pretty much. And total as well already, I believe. Fournier is up next with 85.
Like, I think Maddie could make a 15 kilo jump
We
right
got
now
Yvonne for her third attempt.
and make
Yeah,
it.
they
She's
might
looking to
go
break
10,
the Canadian national
165.
record
We'll see what
with
they put in.
85 kilos.
She could really put on whatever she wants at this point and have some fun.
Let's give a hand for our spotters and loaders, guys. These guys are like the NASCAR pit crew of powerlifting, so fast.
I think her coach is just
And she's
filling the
making a
card
10
out.
kilo
Making
jump.
sure everything's
165.
perfect for the lifter.
85 on the bar for Fournier.
The bar is loaded for Yvonne. Let's go. Let's give it up for her, guys. Third attempt deadlift. This is what everyone came here to see. Let's go, Yvonne. You got this. Let's go. Everything you got.
Little trouble with that at the lockout. We'll see
Let's see what the judges have to say.
So
Unfortunately, it's
there's
2 to
no
1.
lift for
Still a
Yvonne.
great fight, and you had an awesome meet. Yvonne.
Bannister is up
Be
next
proud of
with
that.
110 on the bar.
We got Elaine up next, looking for 110 kilos.
So Elaine's looking to finish off an 8 for 9 day with a 110 kilo deadlift.
The bar is loaded for Elaine. Let's go. 110. Third attempt. Let's go. Everything you got. Lock it out. Come on, come on. You got it. Come on. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Nice
I think
recovery
that
from a little bit of
think
forward
they
lean.
should- No, they called for downward
Unfortunately,
movement.
It's not a good lift. Amazing fight,
I don't.
though.
I'd like to see a replay on that. I don't know if the bar actually moved downward or if it was just the way that she
We
got
Janine
stuck
Kind of
and
Wheeler
fell
locked it
forward
out.
a little.
Yeah,
120
yeah,
kilos.
But we don't have the greatest angle from here, so
264 pounds.
I have no doubt in the competence of our referees who are sitting right in front. Janine Wheeler's up
The
next.
bar is loaded for
120 on
Janine.
the
Let's
bar.
go, Janine. Everything you got. Third attempt. Let's go.
So Janine missed her second. Needs to make this to stay ahead of Bono. And it should be a good lift.
And let's see what the judges have to say. And It's a good lift, 2 to
So
1.
I don't know if we'll have Susan put a change on, but if she does, she'll need to go 127 and tie on body weight.
We got Charlene up next. Third attempt deadlift. She's gonna chip the Canadian national record, 130.5 kilos.
What the fuck? How is it loaded to 130? Did this person go already?
No, it's up. It's,
Bars loaded, Charlene. Everything you got. Let's
Okay,
go.
Charlene's
Respect your
up.
scores. Let's go.
Canadian M3 record, 130 and a half.
Let's go. Great
Too
fight.
much on the bar for her today.
You gave it your all.
I'm sure she'll be motivated to pull that national record next time. Up next is Corrine. They're going to load to 137.
So she missed this on her second.
Yeah, it didn't
with
even
the
come off the
15 kilo
floor,
jump,
so we'll see
but
if she comes out and attempts this.
We got Karine up next.
So I'm not sure if at the scoring table if they just didn't mark off Bono's third attempt as good or not, or if I need to refresh Liftcast here.
Bars
but-
loaded.
I think it might just be done.
Let's go. Everything you got. National record attempt. Let's go.
Take your time.
Help her.
Great fight, Green.
So she took 2
Had a
attempts at that.
fantastic
Well, it's
day.
like good to admire the heart.
We got Maddie Collins looking to
But
close
just
the show
too
here
heavy
for this
today
fight.
for Corrine.
165
Madison's up
kilos.
next with
This is a huge
165.
deadlift.
Looking
363
to increase her
For any
total
of you gym
record,
bros out there, this is 3.5 plates.
sub-junior total record.
Lewis will do his second attempt at 237.5.
Let's get behind Maddie on this deadlift, guys. She's looking to break her own record here. And the bar is loaded, Maddie. Let's go. Everything you got, Maddie.
So
Let's
Maddie's
go.
had an absolutely phenomenal day. This will put her at a 9 for 9 day.
This is your record. Let's go. Very nice. Let's see what the judges have to say. It's a good lift.
And a new
Awesome day,
national
Maddie.
record and a 9
Total
for 9
record,
day.
378 and a half for Madison. And we're going to move on now to our junior women, 57, 52, 57, 63. And we're going to have quite a few battles here for
We
podium
got
spots.
Rachel here looking to open this deadlift session. Flight B, 105 kilos. She's gonna make easy work of this right now. Bars loaded for Rachel. Let's go, Rachel. You got this. Let's go.
Is Billy still
I don't know. I think so.
Rachel Liu with 105 for her opener on the bar.
Bars loaded. Stephanie Needham, the lifter. Come on, Stephanie.
A good lift for Rachel.
And that is a good lift. 3 white lights.
If she's successful, she will stay in third place.
We got Erin Lau up next,
Come on, Stephanie.
looking for 115 kilos.
I think she had more in there.
The bar is loaded for Erin.
Coming up next, Pamela King, just shy of 260 pounds.
Let's go, Erin. You got this.
Erin Younglow is up next with 115 for her opener.
Very nice.
She has a PB of 122.5, so she'll be looking to exceed that today.
That is a good lift. Fantastic.
Erin has had a squat of 107 and a bench of 65 today. Makes easy work of that opening attempt. Motobar is
The bar
next.
is loaded for
122.5. So after opening attempts, Nikki will be ahead of Jaslyn by 7.5.
Let's go, Nikki. You got this. Oh, yeah. Easy.
Easy opener for Nikki.
3 white lights. That's a good lift.
Looks like Motobar is being coached by Austin Ryan today.
We got Uliana right now looking for 125 kilos. The bar
Uliana's
is
up
loaded for
next with
Uliana.
125.
Let's go,
so
Uliana. You got
she's
this.
battling for placing with Lazar and Aaron Young. Just a bit too far back from the podium, I think, today. Looks like a solid opening attempt from her.
And that is a good
I would
lift.
expect that she has somewhere around 140 today. And we'll see how that develops. Lazar is up now, so this will be to keep her within reach of
We got Jaslyn up
Motobar
next
for
for
the third
127.5.
bronze place finish.
This is our opening attempt.
127.5. I guess we're cleaning the bar every attempt now. I'm not sure on openers or if that was requested by the coach.
Bar is loaded. Let's go, Jaslyn.
Generally, only the bar gets cleaned if someone requests it or at the start and every attempt of the third round. So, good opening
Very
attempt from
nice.
Lazar.
And that is a good lift, Jaslyn.
So, she's still within reach of bronze with that opening
We
attempt.
got
Her
Veronique
total will be
Fournier looking for 130 kilos next.
315, and
The bar is loaded for Veronique.
she's 7.5 back of Motobar, depending on what she puts in for second attempt. Cormier is next. So to me, it looks like Motobar is chasing down second place, and she needs to be
Very
careful
nice.
to watch out what Lazar's doing
That is
behind
a
her.
good lift.
Good lift from Cormier. So
bar is
Lazar
loaded for
jumped
Tori.
5. We'll see how this all
132.5
shapes
kilos.
out.
Let's go, Tori. You got this.
Lapierre is opening at 132.5. She's well ahead. And 52 class. And we don't have the points forecast, but I would imagine that Tori is in the hunt for best junior female at this point.
Fantastic. 2-1. It's a good lift.
Looks like she needs to keep her hands on the bar. She might have let go of that a little early. I'm not sure. Did you see what color card she got from the left?
It's a red.
Okay.
Bar is loaded for Sonia. She's looking for 135 kilos for her opening attempt. She's got this. Let's go.
Okay, on to 63 now. So Sonia and Roberts are battling for third, and Rose and DeSantis for first and second.
Wow.
Very nice.
That was fast.
Good opening attempt from
That is a
Moulton.
good lift. 3 white lights.
So
Fantastic.
after Roberts' opener, they'll be tied for bronze with Knowlton being the lighter lifter. So
We got
she
Mackenzie
has
Ross
the
up next, and
advantage.
the bar is loaded for her, for Mackenzie Rose.
Don't have lot numbers on this scoring program, so we'll just have to see what develops come thirds here. It's going to be a little bit crazy at the table here, I would imagine. Mackenzie is well ahead.
Very nice opening attempt for Mackenzie
Absolutely
Rose.
crushed that opener of 140. I would expect her to jump at least 10 from that.
We got Serena Santos up next, and the bar
DeSantis
is
is
loaded
up
for her.
now.
140
15
kilos.
and a half back.
Let's go, Serena. You got this.
Of first and 17 and a half ahead of third. Solidly in second place.
Come on, Jake. This has your name all over it. Let's do this.
Good opener
Very
for
quick.
Serena.
And that
That'll
is a
keep her
good
comfortably in
lift.
second place.
We got Elizabeth Roberts up next looking for 142, and the bar is loaded for her. Let's go, Serena. Get fired up. Let's go.
192.5 kilos in the 74 kilo class.
Roberts is up.
We'll take home the bronze.
145 kilos.
That is a good lift.
What was just on there? 142 and a half? Okay, 142 and a half. Good lift for Roberts.
162, 358 pounds for her opening attempt.
So Sherry Ann is
The bar is loaded for Sherry. Let's
currently in first place at 57, comfortably ahead
162 for
of
her
her
opening
competition. Opening 162 and a half. Being coached by Shane Martin. Looks like a
Very
good
nice.
opening
Let's see
attempt
what the
from
judges have to
Sherry.
say. That is a good lift.
If the background noise from platform 2 is interfering with commentary, apologize. Their microphone is way louder than over on this end. Back to the top of the order now with Rachel Liu. Solidly, she'll be in second place regardless at 52 junior. 112 and a half, 7.5 kilo jump from her opener. Rachel's from Ontario and so far has had a perfect
Bars
day.
loaded for Rachel. Let's go.
She's made all of her attempts.
Come on, David. Pull it for the goal. Let's do it. It's yours. No slips to the floor today. Nice try, David. Coming up next, Joe McCullough.
Very nice, making easy work of that second attempt. And 3 white lights.
So good lift for Rachel. Up next is Erin Young Low.
Get my
We got Aaron Young up next.
Get some
looking for
stretching in.
122.5.
122 and a half on the
Bar
bar.
is loaded for Aaron. Let's go, Aaron.
Fire's loaded. Come on, Joe.
Very nice. Very strong. And that is a good lift.
Good lift for Erin. Motor bar is up next with 132 and a half.
All the way, all the way, all the way.
We got Nikki up next looking for 132.5. And the bar is loaded for her. Let's go, Nikki.
They need to mark that last lift good on the computer. It doesn't show it on here.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
lift from Nikki.
Very nice.
So
3 white lights
that'll
for a good lift.
put
We
her
got
at
Jocelyn up next. The
332.
bar's loaded
And
for her.
Lazar is
Let's go, Jaslyn.
going to look to stay within 10.
132.5.
if she makes
292
this.
pounds.
Right now, Motobar and Cormier are
Yeah,
tied
let's
on
go.
total.
Yeah. And
So
that is a
Lazar will
good
stay
lift.
within 10 of the other two. She is the lighter of the
We got
three.
Uliana up next looking for 135
And Cormier will look
kilos.
to pull 5 ahead with 337.
The bar is loaded
going
for
into
Uliana.
thirds.
Let's go.
But right now we have Uliana up with 135 on the bar.
We have 3 white lights. Good job. Next up is Lewis Knoppers.
Rock it out. Let's go. Yep. Yeah.
Squeeze. Oh, that was a grind. We'll see what the judges
Let's see
say.
what the judges say. And it's 2-1 for a good
2 to
lift.
1, good lift for Uliana. So Cormier's up now. This will
We
put
got
her
Ranique up
5
next.
ahead
For
of Motobar
137.5.
for silver. Her being
The bar
lighter
is loaded for her.
than
Let's go,
Nikki.
Ranique.
And it looks like Jaslyn is going to not make a move to try to catch these two, but we'll see what happens. Oh, easy.
Very nice.
Easy. It's going to be tough to catch her, I think, for
That is a
second
good
today.
lift. 3 white lights.
Good lift for Cormier. So she moves up to 340. Motobar
Bar is loaded for Tori.
will have to up hers if she wants to pull ahead to 142.5 because Cormier is lighter. So we'll look for that change. But right now we're going to go to the 52 class and Tori Lapierre in her second attempt at 140.
Very nice.
So I wish I had the points
That is a good
forecast
lift.
on Liftcast here, but we don't. But I would imagine that Tori
Bar
is
is loaded
in the
for
hunt
Sonia. Let's
for
go,
overall
Sonia.
junior. Yeah. 63 class now, Knowlton. Yeah, so Lapierre is already north of 700
Let's go,
IPF
everything
points,
you
which
got.
is bananas. Sonia Knowlton, 142.5 on her
Very
second
nice
attempt.
grind.
It's a good lift. And
That is a
then,
good lift.
Sherry's IPF points are higher.
okay, it looks like Sherry's in the lead so far. But we still have 72 and up coming up later in the week, I would imagine, junior.
Bar is loaded.
145 for DeSantis. This looks to keep
Let's
her
go, Sierra.
solidly
You got
in
this.
second place at 63.
Big pull. 145
Knowlton and Roberts are
kilos,
battling
319
for third
pounds.
at the moment. DeSantis sets
You
up.
got this. Let's go. Very nice fight.
And that was a good technical lift for her. Should be a good
And
attempt.
that is a good lift.
So she is pretty much locked up second place. We'll see how the speed is on Mackenzie's deadlift here and see if Serena takes a shot at gold when it comes down to it on thirds. At the moment, Elizabeth has 150 in for her second attempt, which will put her in a tie at 345 with Knowlton. Knowlton being the lighter lifter. So that's going to come down pretty much to thirds between those two. If Roberts makes her
Bars
second.
loaded for Mackenzie Rose.
147.5. Mackenzie had a huge squat and bench, biggest bench in this class, and has not missed yet today. So she's looking to pad her lead,
Nice.
and she does.
See what the judges say. And that is a good lift.
So she'll move up to 17.5 ahead of
We got
DeSantis.
Elizabeth Roberts up next, looking for 150 kilos.
So
Bars loaded for Elizabeth
Roberts will pull into a tie for third on total if she makes this. Although Knowlton is lighter, so she'll have to make a move on third attempts. We'll see what the speed is like here. Oh man,
Very nice.
she might be
3 white lights.
your bronze medalist today. I think she's got a ton left. So we'll see.
Yeah, all really nice second pulls here. So anything could really happen on these third attempts. Mackenzie has a pretty big lead here, and she's had a great day. Her lifts have looked really clean and fast.
So,
Let's go, Sherry. Everything you got.
God, I hate this program. Okay, Sherry's up now, 172.5.
Very nice. That is 2 to 1.
So
for
one
good
red light
luck.
on Sherry's lift. Looked like a little bit of downward
Good lift
movement.
for her, 172.5. Back to the top of the order. So the bar will get in clean
got
in between
Rachel here
each
looking to
attempt,
start off
and
our
we're going to
third
have a
attempt.
whole mess
This
of
is where
coaches
we
mulling
see
around
athletes truly give their all.
the score table, putting in changes.
117.5 kilos.
Not having to make weight. It's getting hype. The contacts are like drying.
The bar is loaded. Let's go, Rachel. Let's get behind there, guys. This is a third attempt. Last lift for the day. Let's go. Everything you
Okay,
got.
here we go. Third attempt, deads. Rachel calling for 117. And this will be a PB for her. Too heavy today.
Great fight, Rachel.
But she looks like PB'd her total by roughly 10 kilos. Previous best being 272.5, so good for her. All right, on to 57 now. Erin Young looking to finish her day off with 125.
Bar is loaded for Aaron, looking for 125 kilos. Third attempt deadlift. Let's go, Aaron. Everything you got. Let's go.
$125 for Aaron's third. Off the floor.
Great fight. Let's go, Aaron.
Well, that's a good
Very
attempt
nice.
selection
Let's see
for
what the
her.
judges
Good
say.
lift.
And it's 2 to 1 for a good lift.
Okay, 137 now for
We
Nikki.
got Nikki up next. Third attempt deadlift. 137.5
So
kilos.
this will put her
303 pounds.
put her up to 337.
The bar is loaded for Nikki. Let's go, Nikki. Switch on. Let's go. Oh, come on. Yeah.
And that's a good lift for Nikki.
Very fast. And that is a 3 white lights for a good lift.
My brain's fried.
We got Uliana right up next.
So that put
looking
Nikki in
for
third.
137 also.
So
And the
Jaslyn
bar's
will
loaded
have
for
to
her.
get that on her third
She's
attempt
going to give it
to.
everything she's got.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna
No, she's
load
taking
that.
flight. Let's
yeah,
go.
she'll have to jump a significant amount. So Cormier.
Come on, Uliana, yeah. Big fight. She gave it her all there. She went out on her shield. Amazing job, Liliana.
What the fuck are they doing? Didn't she just pull her third?
I'm pretty sure that's
We got Jaslyn up next, looking for 137.5 kilos. You got this, Jaslyn. Let's go.
Oh, the order changed.
Thank you to the spotters and loaders. Make sure that bar is absolutely clean for the third attempts.
So yeah, this will keep Jaslyn
Bars
in
loaded
fourth
for
place.
Jaslyn. Let's go, Jaslyn. Let's get behind her on this, guys. Third attempt, everything you got. Oh, come on. Great fight, Jaslyn. Awesome day.
Up next is Veronique with 142.5.
We got Veronique up next.
I'm not sure why
For
this
142.5.
score table hasn't.
For the gym bros
Is
out
it
there,
on
this
the
is 3
big screen?
plates.
Yeah, 337. So, regardless. So at the
Bars
moment,
loaded for Veronique. Let's go.
this
Everything you
will,
got,
if she
let's
makes
go.
this, she'll remain in second place. 142.5.
Big fight. Let's go. Up, up. Lock it out. Yeah.
Good lift for
Very
Veronique.
nice. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. Fantastic.
Moving back to 52 now for Tori. Looking to
We're
finish
getting to
off
the
her
end of
9
this,
for 9 day
this
with a
10th session. We're gonna see
145
some Big
deadlift.
pulls from these guys. Let's get behind these guys. And these ladies. We got Tori up next, looking for 145. Bars loaded for Tori. Let's go, Tori. You got this. This is your way. Let's go.
So far, Tori's 8 for 8 today. She set a national record in
Let's go.
bench.
Big pull. Yeah, come on up.
And just too much for her on that deadlift
Bye,
today.
Tori. Fantastic day.
Next will be Mackenzie Rose.
We got Mackenzie Rose up next, looking for 152.5 kilos.
Looking to
336 pounds. Green, black, 1.25,
solidify
guys.
her first place in 63 weight class. Knowlton and Roberts are battling for silver. It's Knowlton being the lighter lifter. Roberts will have to outright beat her in kilo total. 152.5 on the board.
Bar is loaded for
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie Rose. Let's give it up for her, guys.
Also has made all of her lifts today.
Give your all. Let's go. Switch on.
So she's looking to complete her 9 for 9 day.
Amazing day. Be proud of your performance today.
No lift? No lift, too heavy. But she is your 63 junior champion, regardless. 8 for 9 day with a 385 total. So now, Knowlton is
We got
making
Sonia looking for
a 10 kilo
152.5,
jump,
and the bar is loaded for you, Sonia. Let's go.
which
Get up.
I don't know why she's not going 7 to
You got this. Let's
tie,
go.
or even 2.5 to force Roberts
Build your belt.
to jump 5. But we'll see how this materializes here. I guess she is in second on body weight right now.
Go.
So
Everything you got.
if she misses this, Roberts will drop to
Let's go.
152. So look for Roberts to change to 152 and
Amazing day.
pull to win outright with a 347 total.
We got Elizabeth Roberts
Lots of
should be.
misses in the sumo position right off the floor today.
looking for 155.
You guys, you gotta yell. Hey, you have to yell change. I don't know if she called for 152 or not, but
Did they change the deadlift, you guys, on this? Yeah. You just gotta yell, I guess.
Bars loaded for Elizabeth Roberts. Let's go.
oh my God, this is
Last attempt. Everything
bananas.
you got.
So, I guess they.
Let's go. Everything you got.
Well, the bar, it wasn't. It's not like. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Walk it out. Oh, yeah.
She made it anyway, so it's a moot point. 350 total, so she is a silver medalist by 5 kilos.
All right, guys. I need you guys to get behind
The
Sherry
bar was
for this.
loaded to
She is the
152,
last
so I
deadlifter
don't know
of this
why they
session.
didn't put in a change.
She's looking for
You can't put it in at a
177
lower weight
kilos
that's already
for a
loaded,
new
but you
Canadian
can
national record.
put it in
There's a
at the
lot of
same
people in
weight
here right now, so let's
before
get
they
the hype for
retighten
this.
the
Let's
collars
go.
and clean the bar. She would have only had to have gone 152. But
I think once that
my brain is also fried at this point from staring at this program. Sherry Ann is
This is your lift,
lifting a looks to be a national record. 177 on the bar, 57 kilo junior national record.
Bars loaded. Let's go. Switch
This
off.
will be our last lift of the day.
Let's go. Everything you got. Oh, come on out. Lock it out.
Well, she lifted it, but
see what the
we must
judges
see what
say.
the judges say. There'll be some downward movement.
Fantastic.
And no
fight,
lift.
Sherry.
She'll get after that next time. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back here tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
And that's all. That's,
I want to
that's
thank
the-
our
that's all,
session
folks.
sponsor, Inner Strength Products,
We'll have the medal ceremony,
referees,
so stick around.
spotters and loaders, and our referees. Thank you, and good night from day one of CP Nationals.
All of the awards done fairly quickly. If we can get all the athletes up to this level, so we can begin the award ceremony in just a few minutes, it'll be much appreciated. Thank you.
When do you compete? Thursday? Yeah. Yeah, I might just have to come, but we'll see.
It'll be too fucking crazy.
I know, I'll be like backstage screaming.
Friday morning.
No, weigh in at 12.
It's hard not to.
Hi, hi. Congrats on your bench. Thank you. I was so not into. Oh no, I didn't want 100. No, oh my god, I haven't benched that at all. I wanted 90. And I was just like so tired. I slept like 5 hours. And like 3 hours last night. And yeah, 90 was good. I only hit 91 in the gym without a pause, so I wasn't expecting 100. But just I wasn't expecting 90 to move as good as it did today. And I'm like, oh, I should have done 92. But that's yeah, exactly. Plus, I was like, I didn't want to like max out today because I have three left on. And like, if I would have put more on the bar, she does bench is so easy. I know she would have put more on the bar, so I'm like, I'm not gonna risk it. Yeah. I'd really like to do good at 3 lift, but we'll see what happens.